Hey guys, Lola Selena here. I also go by Island Turtle. Welcome to BOMISpirit. So, Aloha Friday. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a great day so far and a great start to your weekend. Let's see what we got. Quite a few people up in here already. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Okay. Is that pounds? I can't see the symbol really clearly from here. But hey, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're handling this window of time well, the window that is happening from the 10th of December to the 15th of December. I did post a video about that a couple days ago. If you didn't catch it, it's under the live tab. And yeah, I just hope you guys are managing. Suddenly I feel very distracted. I was live earlier on Patreon to talk about last night and some of the weirdness last night, but I'm jumping ahead of myself. First of all, if you're new, hi, welcome, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. Happy that you're here. Aloha Friday is just, it's a check-in. It's a little bit of a casual check-in where we talk maybe a little astrology, maybe a little current energy, maybe we pull some cards. We almost always pull cards for Aloha Friday. You can treat it as like a weekend sort of a thing or just a present moment if you're catching this like well after the fact. All readings are timeless in my opinion. Just depends on what you're aligning to in the moment. But yeah, last night we had a lot of fun on Patreon talking about it. Let me actually get some timestamps ready before I dive into that because I feel like we can talk quite a bit about that. So let me do that. How do I even want to label that last night? The quarter moon. Oh, and happy 12/12, by the way, for those who are doing anything for 12/12. Let's see, quarter moon. Current energies, maybe a little collective. Yeah, we're definitely doing a collective read today for sure, at the very least. Okay, yeah. Tensions were high with my high schoolers today. Doesn't surprise me. That does not shock me. That does not shock me at all. Let me get this timestamp going and then we'll talk about it, okay? So this window's been interesting. So this window of time from the 10th to the 15th does encompass Neptune, almost said Mercury, Neptune going stationary in Pisces. Yesterday was a quarter moon in Virgo, which was way more south nodal than I anticipated. Got a little gnarly last night. Also Mercury going into Sagittarius. And then these last few days up until the 15th are the final days of the post shadow for Mercury retrograde. That also ends with the moon being in Scorpio after Mercury's been in Sagittarius and Scorpio for the last like 6-8 weeks or so. Okay. Now, when I was first like feeling this window of time, which again, I posted a video about it, it was feeling kind of like a chamber of sorts, like a chamber, a waiting room, like a container of sorts, like a final stop, if you will, and coinciding with some massive truth bomb, maybe even maybe in the form of a tower for some people. My computer's distracting me. It's like my tech has been going crazy, and I can't even fix it. Anyway, let me not get distracted. And for some people, some final shadow integration from Mercury retrograde in particular, not like in general, finally done with the shadow. No, specifically to Mercury retrograde and anything that was coming up from October to now. Okay. Now, speaking about some of the energies yesterday and last night, I'm going to try to speak about it in not too much of like a mega metaphysical way, but that South Nodal energy, any people, thoughts, emotions, habits, environments, etc., that are unhealthy for us, have been unhealthy for us, were blatantly obvious yesterday. So some people, it might have come as a little bit of a shock as to who, what, or whatever is actually really not good for you. And actually really needed to go. And it was just a lot of transparency yesterday, a lot of transparency. And at the same time, there was also this, and it really is just the word that wants to be used. It's just such a charged word. It wasn't just a cleansing yesterday. It was like, it did have vibes of like, we're exercising some of these things like once and for all collectively. And it was just really intense. For some people who dream walk or who do the kind of work that I do, y'all were probably working last night and yesterday. I know I was. And some other energies that were coming up, Kali was really prominent last night. Very prominent last night. She kind of showed up in my dream time and it was like, Oh, oh, shit's going down tonight. Okay, I see. I see. It was intense. It was intense. And so, how some of you may also have been experiencing this is waking up today, you probably feel very different. You might feel lighter. You may even be perceiving it like you're in a different reality or a different version of self, however you want to perceive that. You could have also had some interesting dreams that were very cleansing of sorts, or purifying, or confrontational of sorts, but it was to really like get rid of some energies and maybe even some people, maybe even some old ideas, old thought forms, old emotions, old unresolved things, okay? And like I said too, it's like this window of time we're in is some sort of final shadow integration from Mercury retrograde. And just speaking to the astrology, some of the more detailed astrology that we have, specifically today on 12/12, Mercury and Lilith. Mercury and Lilith are very close to each other. Lilith is at Scorpio, 29 degrees, and Mercury is at Sagittarius, 0 degrees. They're very, very close. And they've been kind of close this week, but it's like this energy was peaking between yesterday and today, that conjunction of the two. And so there may have also been some stuff coming up in terms of your throat and expression, even just in the name of truth. But with that Lilith energy backing it, and also this like quarter south nodal moon energy, like even just enhancing that kind of things that really do need to really finally be done in the collective specifically. It was very primal. It was a very primal, revealing, clearing, cleaning confrontation last night in the collective. Okay. However, you are experiencing that. For some people, everything feels really great and dandy and fine, and you're not even noticing anything like that. Other people, like, people like me, it's really in our faces. And it just is what it is. But also, as a consequence of that, you may be feeling very differently about some people in your life. Thank you. Even if you've been reflecting on that for days, weeks, like certain individuals, again, that's also very Mercury retrograde anyway. But they're also bringing up Jupiter Cancer, so obviously that can pertain to family as well, just tribal-like energy. But waking up today, some people may feel very, very different about some people that they never thought they'd feel differently about. Because maybe you've become aware of how unhealthy certain dynamics are, or how what's really lurking behind people's masks, right? That was something else that was coming up as well. The word feeding. I was trying to say it and I could feel a cough trying to come up. There was a lot of obvious, kind of like shameless, like feeding on energies recently. Almost like these kinds of parasitic energies, whether you want to say distorted, demonic, parasitic, whatever, just about whatever words you use, right? They're all kind of the same. They were very shameless and very obvious. Like they couldn't hide. Like there was no hiding these energies. And they've been seen. They've been seen. And for some, they've been cleared. And I think that's going to continue to happen actually through the rest of the day and tomorrow. But it feels like there was a climactic peak of it yesterday, which was just so crazy. So crazy. I felt lighter, but had to have an annoying conversation with my manager, but I was honest. Well, as long as you're honest, that's all, you know what I mean? That's all we can do is try to be as honest as we can and have as much integrity as we can. But that's some of the things that were going on recently. And so it does make me curious how the next few days are going to go. Oh, excuse me, energy. As we're finishing the post shadow for Mercury retrograde, especially once the moon hits Scorpio. It just feels like that moon Scorpio is going to put some kind of final bow on something, man. Like a final tidy little scorpionic. I feel like that's more of a truth bomb energy. And again, I think that probably has happened already for some people in the collective. But there's something about the 15th in particular that feels important, significant, special, even. I keep wanting to say like a finality, like a final point to something. Yeah, like putting a final bow on something. That's just how it's feeling. I had a really strange angelic initiation, some guided instructions I've never done before, and literally woke up changed. Did some super new things today, but have even booked myself a holiday. Oh, good. Everyone needs a little vacation. Yeah, angelic stuff, angelic experiences can get really interesting like that. I've had a couple experiences myself and that have really stuck with me over the years. But yeah, that totally jives with what was going on last night. Totally. I was also in and out of dream time last night. And after like the really big climactic dream time moment, I came out of it and there was so much going on around my place, my neighbor's place, and this was like somewhere between 3 and 5 in the morning. And it was like, wow, spirits are busy. Spirits be busy last night. So I hope you guys are feeling lighter today. I hope you're feeling great today. I hope you're feeling more confident today, and I hope you're feeling like you have a lot more clarity about people in your life, especially, and what's really again hiding under the surface and underneath people's masks and real intentions there. Okay, we are gonna pull some cards. This deck really wants to work. I've needed to have it in my hands the entire time we've been talking. So I'm curious to see what we're going to get into here, just tuning into the collective energy and any messages or insights. Oh, it's already starting to talk. Messages or insights for the collective at this moment in time. Already winter solstice is coming up here. We've been talking about that on and off for quite some time, and I still feel like it's some sort of like threshold. I mean, it is a threshold. Winter solstice, equinox are thresholds themselves. But there's something about it that feels very significant in terms of like reaching a certain milestone or a certain anchoring in of something. Okay. So owls have been pretty significant in the collective, and the owl is definitely hanging around here right now. Just speaking to that. Oh, thank you. Okay, so something else. So horses have obviously been coming up in the collective because there's an awareness on the upcoming Chinese New Year in February for the Year of the Horse. I think it's the fire horse, if I'm not mistaken. But also horses could have been coming up recently for you because of some of the fixed star activity we have right now. So Lilith has actually been working with a fixed star called Ptolemy, and Mercury, because it's working with Lilith, is also been working with that fixed star as well. Ptolemy is interesting. It sits at the left forefoot. I guess that's what you'd call it on the Centaur. On the Centaur constellation, it sits at Scorpio, 29 degrees, but it sits in the Sagittarius constellation, and it does have to do with horses. It actually has to do with like movement and like chariot kind of energy. It also has to do with animals in particular. So if you have like, I think it's the rising. If you have like late degree Scorpio, early degree Sagittarius rising, you may, especially depending on what planets you have in your first house, you may have an inclination towards like being a veterinarian or just like animal care and like just caring a lot about animals in particular, but maybe even more so the four-legged animals like horses, dogs, etc. But movement, there's a lot of movement that comes with Ptolemy. And because it does have such a strong connotation with horses, and we have this awareness of the horse year, horses may be significant for you at this time as a synchronicity, or you may just be feeling that kind of energy, like wanting to get in that powerful stamina that comes with horse energy, you know? I love when you talk horoscopes to me. Not trying to come on to you, I swear. But that wanted to be spoken on. Let's go ahead and get into the reading here, okay? I love when you talk horoscopes to me. Funny. For the rest of the week, the moon will be in Libra before it touches Scorpio, and that feels really nice, to be honest with you. Something about that feels like a nice little mellow point after the weird insanity of the last like day or two of all those like crazy energies. As the moon is in Libra, actually it probably has already moved on from working with Pluto, but it probably would have started working with Pluto actually in recent hours. Yeah, in recent hours, which feels really good. That's obviously an intuitive energy when you have the moon trine Pluto. But in air signs, in Libra and Aquarius, that feels highly creative, highly Venusian, even though Aquarius is not Venus related. Aquarius does really like to create and express, right? And piggybacking off of Libra, that would be in that realm of like things that are like really beautiful and pleasurable and soft and stirs the senses, right? Stirs the senses. But I am getting a very strong... what would I call that? It's not a tunnel vision. It's not a tunnel vision, but it's a focus. I am getting some sort of focused energy in the collective. I'm kind of feeling that off of Pluto. Got the call that I've been accepted into police academy. Oh, congratulations! Congrats. That's a big deal. 2 days ago, I was majorly irritated with family unprovoked. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Some of the energies that were moving through the collective in the last couple days, while again, I was speaking more to the things being purged, exercised, etc., the things that cannot hide anymore, right? In terms of emotions, waves of anger, I think, was very common for people the last few days, last couple days. Also sadness and also grief. And actually, we talked about this on Patreon this morning. For people who are more sensitive, more open, more sponge-like, whether you identify as being an empath or not, you may have also been realizing that you have been having like bleed throughs of other people's energy in your field or in your heart. If you've been having a very heavy heart and you're pretty sure it's not yours, most likely does relate to someone really close to you with the energies we've had the last couple days. And probably energies related to someone close to you that are not good for you to be around. Just calling a spade a spade. You'll know if that applies to you. But let's get some cards out here for the collective. Oh, make sure the whole live chat is on. There we go. Now I can see all your chats. Okay. I hate learning lessons, but having someone point it out, like you have to do this better. Well, no, duh, huh? Okay. I have company. I have to watch this later. No worries. No worries. Go enjoy your Friday. Any messages or insights for the collective at this time? For the collective's highest good. They're giving me the weirdest visual. I feel like this is relating to magician energy. They're showing me a wolf with a top hat. I don't know. It's such a weird way to deliver a message. I'm like, okay. It's kind of giving me a little bit of a sly character, but I'm getting strong magician on that. Like very strong magician energy, magician archetype. I want to say be mindful of the magicians around you, especially if they're wolves. Not that wolves are bad. I love wolves. I love wolf medicine. This doesn't feel like wolf medicine. This feels... I don't know. It just doesn't feel good. It's just like something about it feels a little shifty, a little shisty. Yeah, be mindful of the magicians around you right now, in particular. Yeah, I'm getting like a little bit of a hunting instinct off of that. Just be mindful. I tattooed that wolf I told you about in a quote from the Fae Oracle. Oh, awesome! Oh, I hope you love it. I'm sure it's beautiful. Let's see here. We have the Sacrifice. We've had this card come out on and off for the collective. The Sacrifice is the practice of making something sacred. That's what it means. When we let something go, we release something, give it to God, so to speak. It becomes returned to us changed in a different way, in a sacred way. I do feel like this is playing off of a little bit of what I was speaking about the last couple of days, but some of these energies or emotions or people that are being exercised, right, out of the collective or out of our lives individually and out of ourselves, right? I do feel that here with the Sacrifice. And in a more broad sense, and you'll know if this applies to you, because I'm reading for the collective, so just take your messages that are for you and don't try to make anything fit. Y'all know how this goes. Because they're giving me the Four of Pentacles. They're giving me the Four of Pentacles. So, there's a lot coming in here. Some of you may be finding a bit of an ease all of a sudden that you didn't try for. It's just happening. And I want to say an ease with just accepting how certain things are in your life right now. Like things that maybe you have been clutching onto out of like worry or fear or stress. And you're like, I'm not going to worry about that anymore. I'm not gonna worry about that anymore. I want my energy back for myself. I don't got the bandwidth anymore. And like you're finding it easier to just like not hold on so tightly to certain things out of stress or out of fear, etc. And I'm also getting a 2 for some people in the collective. They keep showing me the Four of Pentacles, but now I'm getting the Eight of Cups energy. Some of you have had a very strong emotional attachment to certain things or people or ideas. And I want to say you've almost been forced to let that go. That's interesting. Like, and I am getting a Force. I am getting that. So some of you, there may have been a Tower moment. I want to say in terms of insight that might have showed you the cost. Thank you. The cost of holding on or attaching to something so hard emotionally. Yeah, what it's actually costing you, what it's actually doing to you. And some of you, this feels physical. So maybe your body's been telling you this. Actually, we talked about that this morning too. The body, like, I had a dream a few nights ago, and certain parts of the body were highlighted in terms of like a bit of a wounding of sorts, or like being compromised in some way. Trying to remember, it was the gallbladder meridian specifically, but the way it was shown to me on the body also pertains to the large intestines, kidneys, lungs, and the hips as well. If that's for you, you know that's for you. But that's what I'm getting with the sacrifice. So whether there's been some sort of force that has forced you to let something go, or you've just decided, I need to because it's costing me XYZ emotionally or financially or energetically or what have you, or you've been going through a little bit of a cleansing or witnessing of energies being exercised, all of that is coming through here. Okay. Anything else for the collective in this present moment? For the collective's highest good. Ooh. Not surprising at all. The earth and the serpent. The earth. It's earth, it's not the earth. But the serpent. Kind of love that that's here. The serpent in this deck speaks of shedding the skin. Letting go, if you will. Again, this is not new energy. We've been in this. We're just in a really interesting window of it. And especially with Earth being here too. So with the serpent and Earth, there could have been something that's drastically shifted for you in terms of physical reality. Like your body. Like the vessel's coming up quite a bit. The vessel is coming up a lot here. So something could have shifted in your body or how you relate to your body. Something could have shifted in relation to, I want to say your feelings again. Like your feelings or your focus on money. Your feelings or your focus on like your environment, how you're living, where you're going, like what environments you're putting yourselves in. All in the name of stability as well. Stability. I'm getting that ease again that I was getting on the sacrifice card for those who are experiencing that. So if you're experiencing this kind of like sudden ease, it's also an ease that's coming with a shift in your material stability, like being okay with that shifting, but feeling more at peace with whatever the shift is. You may be feeling a lot stronger in yourself as well, which is like coinciding with this level of peace. Yeah, it feels like they're tied, they're intertwined, is what that feels like. They feel intertwined here. With Earth and sacrifice, I am also getting that vibe too, and you'll know if this applies to you, where it's almost like you've given your pound of flesh, so to speak. You've given your pound of flesh, so to speak, okay? Whether that's like, I hope that's not literal. I hope it's not literal. I doubt it's literal for most of you. It's metaphorical. You've given your pound of flesh in terms of some sort of energy exchange. There's something else there. It's giving me a little bit of that lower world vibe. Like you've paid the toll. Like you're done. You've paid the toll. Thank you. Because whatever your pound of flesh was, it wasn't good for you anyway. Again, this is like all in the name of like things that are getting like shed or released or exercised or whatever are unhealthy things. Unhealthy, distorted, etc. It may just feel, for some people, may just feel very like visceral in moments. And again, this feels like it's happened already because of the nature of the energies we're working in right now. Interesting. Can I get one more? Let's get one more for the collective. And I think I saw a comment about like, oh, how much shedding do we have to do? Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's journey is different. I'm reading collective energy, right? So some people are really in this and really experiencing this to extremes, and some people are experiencing this very minorly. And some people are hardly even experiencing it, depending on what their journey is like. So, you know, you got to keep that in mind. It's like when you're watching readings, even when you're watching me, I'm giving you the bulk of what I'm getting for the baseline of the collective. And then I do pick up on these little niche collectives within the collective, but that's why you need to be discerning about where you're at on your own journey. And even when we like say shed or release, it's like we always go through that. That's a cycle, right? That's a cycle we always go through as humans. And to be honest with you, I don't even associate the year of the snake with shedding. I don't. I never really have. And even if you look at my videos, I don't really talk about it like that. There are a lot of people who ascribe to that. I don't feel that with the snake. I don't feel that with the year of the snake. The year of the snake, to me, I feel like it's actually a lot more about discernment and sight and knowing, right? Because with snakes, every animal has wisdom, but like snakes, because they touch on creation and destruction and sensuality, and it's like they touch these very primal pieces of what it is to be human. And of course they do relate to cycles, the snake eating its own tail and all of that stuff. Snake wisdom has a very keen eye of the grand design, right? And very shameless in honoring that, right? And so as we like have moved into the wisdom of snake, we've also moved into the wisdom of the grand design, right? And all the things that come with that, which the only thing that comes with that as a constant is change. So whether you want to say it's shedding because it's this year snake of the year, you know, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with thinking that. But it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. And there's so many more pieces to what goes on in every present moment for the collective, other than just what year is it? What's the astrology? It's also just what is going on with the collective outside of the astrology, because, thank you, all of our free will choices as individuals makes up the collective experience, right? And that's constantly shifting in every given moment, right? So to answer your question, as far as like how much shedding is left, that's all dependent upon you and your choices and what you accept and what you believe, right? No one's going to be able to give you a finite of like, this is exactly where this ends, because it's also a cycle, right? And there's going to be more shedding at some point in your life down the line. So anyway, I'm done with my little rant. Let me come back to the collective read here. Yeah, wow, just more of that same energy, the giveaway. I like the giveaway more than the sacrifice. Oh, how funny. Look what's on the bottom. The snake eating its own tail, completion. Funny. The sacrifice and giveaway are very similar. A little different, but very similar. The reason I like giveaway better is because giveaway comes with this gratitude. It comes with gratitude. It also comes with a selflessness, and it comes with compassion. It's much more heart-centered. While sacrifice is more like, this is, I want to release this, or I want to offer this, or this is being taken from me, or I'm losing this, or whatever, right? And again, it's about something being returned to you in a sacred way. But the giveaway is gratitude for that whole experience. It's sometimes even very intentional versus sometimes it's just happening or forced upon us, right? So I love that that's there. I love that that's there, because it's also giving me the vibe of like, whatever your pound of flesh has been, so to speak, whatever energies, people, environments, thought forms you have relinquished or made peace with or just distanced yourself from, this is actually feeling very grateful for the experience. Yeah, feeling very grateful for the experience and understanding like why it actually was in your best interest that that sacrifice have taken place at all in the first place, you know? Hold on. A snake belly is a sensor like the palm of your hand. The snake detects frequency and vibration from the earth. Let's see. It's empowering. Thanks, girl. Right? Giveaway is a better term. Yeah, I like this one so much better. And the imagery is so, I mean, obviously mirrors each other, right? Yeah. There's a gratitude and an understanding or understanding as to why this has been in our highest good. Especially if, like, with whatever the sacrifice has been for you. And I don't think it's just one thing, because it has been such a theme for so long now. It may have been many things. It may have been many, many things, right? And maybe some of them were a little harder than others, but really seeing the highest good in it. And on the bottom with completion, I just love that that's there. But what's behind it is the council. It's one of my favorite cards in this deck. The council to me is the high council. It is spirit. It is our spirit teams, right? The upper echelons of ether and all that encompasses that. That's what the council is to me. So to have that with completion, it's almost like having the judgment card here to say, yes, we are in this window. Yes, there has been a lot of shifting. There has been a lot of relinquishing. There has been a lot of exercising of things for everyone's highest good. And we can finally close the door on some of these really old and deeply embedded collective demons. And I am going to use that word here. I am, because that's what some of these things have been. Like, for real. So that's what some of these things have been in these last few months that we have been seeing and witnessing, and like seeing that leave the collective, especially when October hit and we got deep into that ancestral energy. We got deep into that full moon Taurus that came with all those like alchemical changes and all of that the shift in the solar plexus for the collective. That was so deeply collectively cellular. It blew my mind. And like I talked about it here, like here and there. That was really important that take place. That was really important, and also just deserving of the collective to be freed of some of those really, really, really old cellular memory trauma and programming that was related to disempowerment. Oh, my voice cracked on that. That was related to disempowerment. That was related to not being able to honor the self, right? And all the shame that comes with that, and all of the fear of persecution that comes with that. Like, the collective was deserving to be free of that, right? When we release these things, when we go through these sacrifices, it doesn't just affect us. Even obviously the immediate impact is on us, right? Immediate impact is experienced by us. There's always a ripple effect. There's always a domino effect. So understand that just as much sacrificing in this practice that we're talking about, that you've been going through, that has been assisting the collective in some way, and people that know you, people that are connected to you, right? There is something on the collective level that is finally done. And thank God it is. Honestly, is what I want to say to that. Thank God it is. I feel like I want to pull one more card for this. Let's go one more on this, and then we'll get into some other reads. Let's see. Can I get one more for the collective in this present moment? Now remember, we're still in the chamber. We're still in the chamber for a few more days, okay? Okay. Yeah, Spirit's like, we're just going to start talking in circles at this point. We have the moon. 37. Oh, so much just came up with this. I mean, some of it's really repetitive, though. The moon speaks of cycles. The cycles of things. And again, just to, reiterate what I said about the snake. Snake is not just about shedding. The snake teaches the wisdom of the grand design in a way, right? And how to work with that, how to operate with that. And the moon is very similar in that same vein. The moon touches a little bit more on like psychic themes as well, the feminine wisdom, feminine magic, emotions, and all of that stuff, but also like understanding, like, sorry, my computer is like freaking the fuck out. My tech has been all over the place, man. Sorry, I'm trying to focus here. But something else that I am getting with the moon, I am getting this like moon 7 of Swords energy. Anything that's been hidden from you. This also piggybacks off of Neptune going stationary direct in Pisces, by the way, which has been offering much more clarity. Anything that's been hidden from you, anything that anyone has been hiding from you, including their true intentions, like I said before, like people's demons just can't hide these last couple days, like they really be out and about here. It's coming out. Excuse me. The moon is being unveiled. Okay? So if anyone has been intentionally hiding anything from you, God, now my light's freaking out. So those who are new, me and technology, this is our relationship. And I know it's energetic. I know my energy like impacts technology and shit, but like I gotta say, sometimes it's just kind of annoying. Look, if you can see my computer right now, it just keeps freaking out. The light's going. We'll see how long I can tolerate it. I might just turn it off. I'm trying so hard to focus on this moon card. Actually, let me see if I can just make it. Let me see, like, if I shift my energy, if I can make it stop. I probably can't, but let's see. I feel like it's just getting more intense. Yeah, I can't. It's not going to shift. All right. Anyway, the moon. Yeah, if anyone's been hiding anything, you're about to see it. Okay, it's about to come out. It's going fast. I know. I'm like, I tried shifting it, and I'm like, oh, I think it's making it worse. Like, anyway. Distractions, or confirmation. Which one is it? Funny. And also, too, when Neptune was retrograde, turn it off if it bothers you. I might. It's just like the lighting in here isn't great. Spirit is like, no shifts. God, man. Sometimes if I turn it off, hold on. It's like the lighting is kind of like, I look all foggy. Let's see if it fixes it. It probably won't. Oh. We'll see how long it stays that way. Maybe I just had to reset it. Anyway, trying some. The moon. Spirit is trying to throw a disco party in your room. I know, it's kind of a lot. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about this card because I feel like every time I try, I just keep getting distracted. Thank you. Really quickly. So Neptune, when it was retrograde, can be a little bit of a confusing energy. So obviously when it goes station direct, it's clarifying. Mercury retrograde, when the post shadow ends, it's more clarifying. And again, we're right at that window, and that's what's occurring here. If the moon card's been coming up a lot in your own personal readings as you have been connecting with... Yeah, I'm just going to shut it off. It's like, I can't. It's way too much. It's making my eyes hurt. If you have been pulling your own cards for your own like readings and stuff, and the moon card comes out a lot with a person, you're about to find out why. You might not like the reason. Part of this window is also really, really big clarifying truths. Okay. And truths that are pertaining to things that have been confusing or murky since October and even all the way going back to summer. Okay. Okay. Now we can get into some different reads. Let's see. Like the video if you enjoy the light show. I feel like light is a representation of that card. Oh, I can see that. Love this moon because everything is so crystal clear, right? Light is still looking good. Well, I appreciate that. I feel like I literally look super foggy and it just is really distracting. But yeah, I want to get into some cards with you guys today. So we haven't used this deck in a long time. Oh, hold it upside down. Star Codes Astro Oracle. Let's use this one. Meteor shower inside. Yeah, technology. People don't believe me, man, when I tell them like technology does not work around me often, and it's on a day-to-day in a society where technology is just like we do everything on technology. It's just frustrating. Okay. We are going to do signs, but I'm going to use the Star Codes Astro to get into the elemental energy, and then we'll break it down into signs. We'll do water. Oh, can already tell water signs something interesting is going on with you. We're going to start with Earth. Let's see. Nikki, I can't say that whole username. Thank you for the $4.99. Thank you. Appreciate you. Okay. Earth signs. At 39.39. Cool. Let's see what we got for my Earth signs. Could Gemini full moon be playing a role in all the tech stuff? This tech stuff is a constant in my life. But for the individual, sure. Full moon Gemini. Pluto in Aquarius, Uranus being so close to Gemini, if that's doing anything in your chart, yeah, sure. Yeah. Twice radios have turned on around me and just started changing stations until I unplugged. Oh, that's that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, I get it though. I get it. But yeah, I would not appreciate that. Okay. Earth signs. What's going on for my earth signs in this present moment? For Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So in true earthy element fashion, deers and elks are coming up. Oh, you know what? Let me turn this lamp on. Maybe that will help a little bit. That's something. Deers and elks, they often go together anyway. Excuse me. Oh. Hold on a second, get some water. Oh, I just got very nasally very fast. Oh. Oh, excuse me. But deers and elks often go hand in hand. Very symbolic of the earth element. Oh, excuse me. They come with a level of regality, or an energy of regality, and loyalty, and integrity, and grace. Earth signs. What's going on for my earth signs? Am I taking these two? Yeah. Wow. I was gonna say it, and I'm like, no, don't go there. Some of you guys, this could relate to, well, a relationship. Deers and elks are counterparts to each other. We have Juno and first house. Now, Juno could be transiting your first house. If that's the case, you probably have Scorpio or Sagittarius. No. Sagittarius, sorry. You probably have Sagittarius in your first house. Or something could be going on with your first house or your Juno, even if they're not together, okay? Now, earth signs, I am getting that for a lot of you, you could feel like you are becoming your best partner for you, right? Like you are your best wife partner, you are your best husband partner, etc. And finding a lot of joy in that, finding a lot of personal strength in that. Some of you are getting yourself prepared even. It's quiet outside. I have the door open so he can enjoy the outside, but I didn't realize he was on the couch. I'm gonna close the door just because it's noisy, and I'll be right back. Okay. So whether you feel like you're your best partner right now, or you're getting ready for partnership, Juno's pretty clear. Juno's pretty clear that commitment right now is really important to you, even if you're just committing to yourself. Okay? Can I get one more for my earth signs? Yeah, so much better without that city noise. Can I get one more for my earth signs? Oh, happy birthday! One more for my earth signs, please. It's interesting because they keep showing me this deer and this elk. And it almost feels, they don't really feel like this, right? Like the birds are all like nuzzled up to each other, all cozy. I'm not, oh, it's funny, I didn't even realize an elk in the first house. The first house card. It is feeling a little bit like there's a little bit of a distance or independence. So if this is about an existing partnership or a partnership you are preparing for, it's one where there's a high level of independence, a very high level of independence. It's giving me like Sagittarius, it's giving me Aquarius a little bit. But if this is just about you, if this is about you becoming your best partner, you are very independent, who I'm speaking to, but this gap I think you're closing the gap even with yourself in some way. You're closing the gap with yourself in some way. You're about to get to know yourself a little deeper. You're about to explore yourself a little more. Some of this feels very sexual even, exploring your sexuality. Can I get one more? We got two more. Oh my. Can't even hold the cards. Solar flares with activate and Mercury coming through for you, Earth signs. Mercury. I'm not surprised. Are you guys surprised? I'm not surprised. So again, if you are getting ready for partnership or you're dealing with a person right now, you're about to have some very enlightening conversations, very important conversations is what this feels like. It almost feels like conversations that get the ball rolling on something, get something clear and on the table for sure, but also like lead to some sort of major progression that's been overdue. And if this is just about you becoming your best partner, I feel like you're seeing yourself more clearly now, hence closing the gap with yourself. There's a high level of motivation here with the solar flares card. It's giving me a lot of that solar plexus masculine yang vibe here, okay? Even like the elk in the first house is giving me that as well. Like really, thank you, ready to take action on your own behalf. Some sort of action that you have really struggled with in the past, Earth signs, but now you're finally ready because you're ready to be in this kind of commitment with yourself. Love it. And again, if it involves a person, you're ready to be in this kind of a commitment with someone else. All right, let's get into the signs. What deck am I using here? No, we'll go classic. We'll do Rider Waite. Okay, going with Taurus first. Tempted to see if the light will cooperate now that we've given it some time. My computer seems to be stopped glitching out. Let's see, let's try. Yeah, we'll see how long it lasts. All right, Taurus. Yeah, my computer's all calm now, so maybe the energy's calmed down. Taurus, any messages or insights for Taurus into the present moment for Taurus's highest good? I'm hearing the word proof, like P-R-O-O-F, proof. I hope you're not trying to prove yourself to anybody. I hope you're not doing that. I wouldn't think you're doing that. So I do feel like you or someone that you're connected to wants proof of something. Wants proof of something. Will it be on YouTube after? Yeah, this posts immediately. This posts immediately. How many elements have we done? We're just starting with Earth. So we're on the first sign reading for the day. Taurus. 8 of Wands. Okay. This has been coming out a lot because it's Mercury Sagittarius. That's exactly where Mercury is at right now, is in Sagittarius. This is also the Mercury retrograde card. Usually comes out in reverse for people who do reversals. But anyway, enough little tarot tips here. 8 of Wands is growth, expansion, travel, and communication. I keep getting something about proof, like needing proof, providing proof. And it feels more like action. It doesn't, it's like, you know, people say, like walk the walk or talk the talk. It's like, it's really easy to talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? Right? That's kind of what I'm getting. You're either walking the walk now or you're asking someone to walk the walk and you're not accepting anything less. That's what's coming through. Anything else for Taurus? Yeah, it's time for action. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is tension. It doesn't always have to be competition, but it's a challenge. It's a challenge. It's like, it's a little bump in the road. It's a little like knotted energy nugget, you know, that needs to get worked out or triumphed. And that's what I'm feeling with the 8 of Wands. You're trying to get over the 5. You're needing it too. It's like, I don't know why this sounds so desperate's not the right word. Urgent. That's the right word. It's feeling very urgent. It's feeling very urgent. Now, Taurus, this 5 of Wands energy, it's like, it does like a knot. It feels like a knot of energy, the intention that wants to get worked out, but it can be frustration. So again, take this as you will, because for some of you, this is just about walking the walk for yourself, getting over your own internal conflict. But others of you, it does involve another person or other people where it's like you need to walk the walk to prove you can do something, or you're asking someone else to do that. Oh, screw it. Just oh. Sorry, tripod freaked out. Or you're wanting someone else to show that to you, or needing proof in someone's actions here. And if that's the case, the 5 of Wands to me does kind of feel like someone's a little peeved. Someone's a little peeved, and they're needing action to show that someone's serious. What's coming after this for Taurus? Yeah, words aren't going to do it. It's about the action. Yeah, Chariot, action. But Chariot being here also says triumph and victory. So however this is translating for you, whether you're getting over your own internal conflict, or you're getting over the 5 of Wands of someone else's frustration or anger, or someone's trying to dissipate your anger by proving they can show the veg up. That's what's going on here, and it does seem to be victorious with the Chariot. Tell me about the 8 of Wands for Taurus. Let's see. Tell me about the 8 of Wands. Wow. Okay. Yeah. 8 of Wands with the 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Whatever this action is, there's been some thought and evaluation of this. Like, it's been considered. It's not impulsive. It's not willy-nilly. It's like, oh no, this is exactly what's required. This is exactly what's needed in the name of the 10 of Cups, which is happiness. That's family. That's a healthy domestic life as well. It's happiness. It's happiness. It's time to walk the walk. Tell me about the 5 of Wands. Yeah. With the 5 of Wands, we now have the Hangman and the World card. So before we consider the World, the 5 of Wands and the Hangman, that's definitely a delay. That's definitely that knotted kind of energy. Whether, again, it's your own internal conflict and you've been trying to get over that, like fighting with yourself on this, of being able to walk the walk, or there's been some sort of tension with you and another person or a group of people, the 10 of Cups even, and the only way to make it right is to walk the walk, or someone else to walk the walk. The World card with the Hangman is also implying that for someone, or not for someone, for all of you here, there is a major lesson in this in terms of what you're capable of. Walking the walk. Right? Tell me about the Chariot. Now remember, when you got a lot of people in the mix here, you could be any one of these individuals. So keep that in mind. Tell me about the Chariot for Taurus. Chariot again is victory. So I expect to see something like the 6 of Wands or something like that. But let's see. Yeah, integrity and action. Knight of Pentacles. Steady, loyal, consistent action, showing up, unwavering, dependable, walking the walk. One more. Yeah, that's what I expected to see. Victory. Making it happen. Beautiful. All right, let's do Virgo. Virgo, what's going on for my Virgos? We're doing signs right now. We're doing signs. Signs by element, which is kind of how we always do signs. All right. Virgo. Virgo, I almost want to say it's not your fault. I don't know why that wants to come through, but it wants to come through. It's not your fault. Yeah, I feel like you're taking something on that's not yours. Maybe deep down you know that. Maybe deep down you know that. I just keep wanting to say it's not your fault. If you had some sort of weird exchange with someone or you're about to, it's not your fault. Humans are weird. As humans, we're a weird breed, man. We really are. We really are. And so much of our own weirdness has nothing to do with any other humans. And like, I'm just getting that vibe that like something's gone strange with someone, or or just a social situation. I just want to say it's not your fault. Virgo, let's get into your reading though. Virgo. Now I don't know your life, but it's just what I'm feeling. Virgo. Let's see here. Wow. King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Wands. Virgo, whatever has shifted here, it's been out of your control. The Wheel of Fortune, that's the cosmos. Literally, the cosmos has shifted something. I keep wanting to say it's not your fault. Virgo, this whole thing of like, it's not your fault. This may also tie to a deeper pattern for you of maybe internalizing the changes that happen in certain dynamics or social situations and making it about you, but it's not about you. I feel like that's a deeper thing. But anyway, let's get refocused on the reading here because that's just a small part of what I'm getting with this. With the King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Wands, this is translating like something has shifted between you and someone else. But it's also giving me that it's for the positive, actually, that it's actually for the better, okay? Yeah, I almost want to say it's actually allowing for some breathing room. It's allowing for some sort of freedom. It's allowing for some passion and creative juices to have their say. Independence is coming through as well. For more independence and to exercise that independence and have fun with that independence. That's what I'm getting to. Talking about the King of Pentacles for Virgo. Talking about the King of Pentacles for Virgo. Ooh, are you busy, Virgo? King of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles. Virgo, for those who are not experiencing a shift with somebody, this is giving me the vibe of working a lot to not working as much is what I'm getting with this shift here. Like King of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles, that's a very busy energy. That is a very busy, I got a lot of responsibilities, I got a lot of tasks going on, I got a lots to do. I got lots to do, and I got to be focused on it. King of Pentacles usually manages the 10. They have a lot of responsibilities and sometimes manage people like a family or a team at work or something like that. And I feel like for a lot of Virgos here, you're almost going from too much work to a little bit more play is what I'm gathering. But let's keep going. So I have the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles for Virgo. Oh. So Virgo, for those who have experienced a shift with you and someone else, yes, the wheel has turned. It definitely has turned. How do I want to say this? It's almost like while you weren't looking. So again, specifically for those who've had a shift with someone, that's not all of you. There's other messages for other Virgos in this reading. But for those who are in that boat, it's almost like while you were busy focused on your own shit, or while you were busy being this King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, something changed with you and someone else. And now that you've noticed it, it's like you want to do something about it. And then you kind of enter this Knight of Cups energy, which is kind of nice, which I think is actually really good. So again, it's giving me more of that like being really focused and working and diligent and da-da-da-da-da to relaxing a little bit. To relaxing, to softening, to opening. Maybe even playing a little bit more. Clyde looks so cute napping. Ah, no, he's always so cute. He's always so adorable. Anyway, and Virgos, this also stands to be the case even if you haven't experienced a shift with someone. It's almost like you had your head in it, you were really focused on it, and like you kind of looked up and was like, wait a minute. It's like, it's too much. It's too much. It needs to be balanced out with something, and you're balancing it out with the Knight of Cups. Very nice. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune for Virgo. We have Nine of Pentacles, with the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Interesting. So all this work that you've been doing, Virgo, has paid off. And I think this is also why it's like, yo, it's time to like let up a little bit. You're going from the 8 to the 9, which means that whatever you've been so focused on, you're reaping the benefits. You've maintained some sort of like stability with whatever you've invested so much of your time, your energy, your money, your resources into, and it's doing you a world of good to the point where you can relax a little bit. And that's okay. So relax a little bit, okay? Now, for those where something has shifted with you and another person, again, it's kind of like it happened while you were too busy focused on other things. And now that you're like looking up and looking around, you're like, ooh, I don't know if I like this. One, I want to say don't internalize it. But if you do want to close the gap, so to speak, the Knight of Cups is the way to do it. And it looks like you're going to be victorious with that, with the Six of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, kind of closing the gap with them. Okay. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Interesting. Eight of Swords. Tell me about the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Four of Pentacles, one more. Yikes. Five of Wands. It's giving me hesitant. That's what that's giving me. That's giving me hesitancy. So Virgo, if something has shifted with you and another person, there's probably going to be a moment here of like a little bit of just being unsure. Okay. Unsure, hesitant. Yeah, unsure and hesitant. And again, if it's because you were so focused on other things, this person feels just a little neglected. It's a little neglected. Normally the Five of Pentacles comes out for that, but it's like, I can kind of see it. It's like a little bit of a, yeah, I don't know. But I do think you can close the gap by leaning into this Knight of Cups energy with them. Okay. Now, this is just about you becoming more playful, relaxing a little bit because your work is finally paid off. What's interesting here is like, you can, if you want to, you can enter this Queen of Wands energy, but it's almost like you're trying to figure out what to do with it. That's also what I'm getting. You're not quite sure how to be that playful after not being so playful for quite some time. Some of you, this is even just getting like your groove back a little bit in terms of like flirtatious play, sensual, sexual, spontaneous, putting yourself out there, getting a little wild, right? Page of Wands is also on the bottom too. So it just might take you a hot minute to get your sea legs with it, okay? If you've been really like in the grind for quite some time and now you're like, oh, I can relax and I can enjoy. How do I do this again? You know, it's kind of funny. And again, if you are dealing with anybody, getting into that flirtatious vibe between the two of you may be a little hard at first, but it's doable. It's possible. All right, funny. All right, Capricorn. The corners of your glasses look like tiny kitten ears. Oh, it's funny. Cats were in my dreams last night, really heavy. I'm like looking at my glasses. Oh, I never noticed that. That's so funny. Huh. I never noticed those before. Okay. Why do you say sea legs? What does that mean? Oh, so to me it's just a really nice all-encompassing term. So when you're getting your sea legs, like when you get on a boat, like getting your sea legs is like you're acclimating to the rocking of the boat, you're acclimating to the motion, you're learning how to walk with the waves. If you get seasick, you're like acclimating so you're not as seasick. Like that's why I use that term a lot, because I feel like it really encompasses a lot of different situations. Like when I say, oh, you're just finding your sea legs with it, you're finding your way. You're finding your way, you're finding your groove, you're gonna get it. It feels a little weird, feels a little rocky, feels a little uncomfortable, but you're gonna get it. That's what I mean by that. That's why I use it so much. Okay, Capricorns. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. You guys know I am a water baby. It's really hard for me to pass up the opportunity to be on a boat at any point in time. All right, Capricorn. Actually, to be honest, that's like one of my favorite things to do in a coastal city. Like if I'm visiting, if you got like Groupon or something, you can usually find a really, really affordable like harbor cruise for like an hour or two just to go and be out on the water. It's really nice. Live on a boat. Too much maintenance. No, thank you. Way too much maintenance. I love them. And when I was younger, I thought, ooh, I could totally live on a boat. Not by myself. No. Need someone to split that cost with me. All right, Capricorn. My son still calls you that. Aw. I'll always be a water baby. Always. Capricorn. Actually, this is like the longest I've been landlocked anywhere. I'm realizing. It doesn't bother me. It hasn't bothered me too much. I've craved the water, but there's water accessible where I'm at. But yeah, I haven't been landlocked like this ever in my entire life, and it's interesting. But Capricorns, sorry, getting free focus back on you. Capricorns. What's going on for my Cappies? What's going on for the sea goats? Aries energy is coming up. That's interesting. I hope you're not fighting with anybody. Hopefully Chiron didn't get the best of you. Yeah, Aries is coming in really strong. Capricorn. Any messages or insights for Capricorn at this time? Capricorn, your energy is oddly quiet. Which, when a Capricorn gets quiet like that, I mean, I know Cappies are kind of known for being a little on the stoic side and reserved side. But sometimes you guys get to a level of quiet that's like, oh shit, what's going on with Capricorn? It's like, that's the vibe that I'm getting. Like, what's going on with Capricorn? What happened? What's going on? And just the Aries energy feels intense on you right now. Capricorn. Any messages or insights for Capricorn? Could also be dealing with a Taurus or an Aries Taurus cusp. I just saw bull horns. Okay, that's not bad. We're starting off good. I feel I don't know, I feel something with you. It's putting me on edge. I'm feeling on edge in your energy. But 9 of Cups, I almost want to say you're presenting well. 9 of Cups is happy. It's being very content with yourself. It's content. I don't know. I can feel it, Cappy. Something's under the surface. I can feel it. Anything else for Capricorn? Okay. Queen of Pentacles, your court card. Again, looking very cozy. We also have King of Pentacles on the bottom. I feel you, Cappies. I can feel it. We're gonna find out what it is, because there's something lurking under the surface. I can tell. This is an interesting combination to have here. Obviously, if you're in a connection with somebody, at least one of you is content. At least one of you is content. But if you're presenting as the Queen of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups, you're sitting really pretty. It almost is giving me a feeling of being pampered, actually. You could just be really taking care of yourself right now, very self-focused right now, investing in yourself, investing in your health. It's like, oh, it's got so much tension in it, Capricorn. Can I get a third card for Capricorns? Watch the devil come out or something. I mean, it is your card, but can I get one final card, please? Okay, Page of Pentacles. We have a whole family going on here, Capricorns. King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. What's under the King? 10 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. All right, so Cappy, okay. You might be very quiet right now because maybe you're very pensive right now, meaning you're really sitting with something right now. Page of Pentacles is alluding to that. So there's a few things coming up here. First of all, this is giving me the vibe of a whole damn family, okay? Like Mama Bear, Papa Bear, Bear Cub, right? Literally, explicitly in tarot, that's what that would mean, especially with the 10 of Cups backing that. And the 9 of Cups, also wish fulfillment and happiness, also backing that. So Capricorn, some of you guys could have family on the brain. Family, legacy, future on the brain, and you're thinking very heavily about this. Some of you may be debating on starting a family with somebody, expanding your family with somebody, or just reevaluating. Because I think we had the 7, right? Yeah, we did. We had the 7 of Pentacles underneath that. Reevaluating your options with it when it comes to family, or where your current family situation is at. All right. But there's something that feels very heavy with it. Like a real heavy seriousness, even though this is presenting as, how do I want to say, a very like nicely wrapped package, so to speak. It's weighing on you. It's weighing on you. Now, if this isn't about a family, the Page of Pentacles also tells me that you're considering something. Because the Page of Pentacles is the page we move into when we're contemplating a seed. Okay? When we're contemplating a seed that we maybe want, do we want to plant this seed? Do we want to shelve it? Do we want to forget it? Is this seed worth it? Do I have what I need to water this seed once I plant it? It's also that kind of vibe. Is this going to make me happy? Is this going to take care of me? Is it going to lead to bigger things? So again, I just keep getting heavy, heavy contemplation with you. And it's all about the future. It's all about future-oriented energy, whether it's a family situation or expansion, or just expanding your own happiness. Okay? But there's a lot of pentacles here, right? Which does tell me that it's also like 10 of Pentacle related, where it's like foundations, future, sustainability, all of that stuff. So let's look deeper. Talk about the 9 of Cups. And that's the thing too. Cappies can go real quiet when you're contemplating big things. Also when you're mad. feeling some kind of way. But also when you're in heavy contemplation, you guys can get real quiet. Tell me about the 9 of Cups for Capricorn. Okay. Page of Wands. Tell me more about the 9 of Cups and the Page of Wands for Capricorn. Yeah, more Pentacles, man. 3 of Pentacles. And then we have the 7 of Cups. That 7 is interesting here. Because that 7, especially against the 9, there's usually a 2 of Cups energy at play, which King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, there absolutely could be another person wrapped up in this for you, especially if you're considering your family options, expansion, etc., right? But the 7 of Cups can also be fantasy, daydreaming. Is this possible? Is this a pipe dream? And again, I think that's what you're trying to figure out. The seed you want to plant for yourself or with someone, is it a pipe dream or is it real? Can I give it legs? Can I give it life? Or is it just a fantasy? This is what you're contemplating. Let's look at the page. Let me at the Page of Pentacles for Capricorn. Oh my. It's getting a little toasty in here, Cappies. We have the King of Wands with Leo. Interesting, the moon just came up. We have Knight of Pentacles and then the moon. I don't love the moon being here, especially after the moon message we got in the collective read. My third eye just started to hurt really bad. And on the bottom, we have Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups. So looking at the seed you want to plant, I'm seeing more of the same themes that we're talking about. Can I sustain it? Can I keep investing in it? Once I plant it, can I make it grow? Right? But King of Wands also tells me you're very serious about this. Now, again, if this involves another person, you could be any of these individuals. The moon is what I don't like here. So let's look at the moon. Let's look at the moon. Why is the moon here? Ace of Wands. One more on that, on the moon and the Ace of Wands. Why does that feel so weird? The Fool, which is Aries to me, and the 9 of Swords. So Cappies, you're doing something interesting here. You could have Aqua in your chart. It's giving me a little Aquarian vibes. While you're contemplating and you're evaluating and you're trying to figure out, do I have the stamina? Do I have the commitment capability? Can I keep this alive? Is this sustainable, etc.? You're being very practical and pragmatic about it. But then the moon. This clarifying the moon, Ace of Wands, the Fool, and the 9 of Swords tells me that there's actually some inner turmoil going on. And that's what I was feeling. I was like, there's something deep under the surface under all of this with you. So it's like, it's almost like you're compartmentalizing. You're like, you're trying to look at this pragmatically, right? Almost business-like, very Cappy. Deep down, you're very stirred by this. Deep down, I almost want to say you are, your nervous system is having a really hard time with this deep down. And I feel like you're kind of hitting the snooze button on that. Like you're trying to stay practical, but you keep hitting the snooze button on an internal freak out of your system, essentially. And I feel like your system's trying to tell you something bigger about all of this. Not to say you shouldn't be practical and pragmatic. I think that's a perfectly healthy approach, right? But this is all under the surface of you. In you being practical. Nine of Swords is anxiety. It's anxiety, it's nervous system overload. It can be fear, it can be weird dreams and sleepless nights and things of that nature. Also under the surface, under the moon, you have the Ace of Wands. That's pure passion and sacred flame desire kind of energy, right? Purpose energy. The Fool is also that part of us that just wants to leap and be fearless. But again, you've got some like anxiety about this. So Cappies, the thing I was feeling with you, oh, it's almost like your soul already knows what it wants. And I feel like you're trying really hard to, and interesting, I almost want to say prove that it's the right thing before you do it. Like your soul is telling you it's the right thing. And you're like, no, I need to find the proof. I need the proof. Oh, I wonder what happened to the chat. I was like, where'd all the chats go? I got so into it. Sometimes the chat glitches out on my channel. Anyway. Yeah, it's like your soul is telling you exactly what to do. And it's almost like you just don't want to trust it. So you're trying to find the proof first that it's okay. That there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't think you should hit the snooze button on this because it might make you implode, okay? Nine of Swords is no small card. It's a minor, sure. But the Nine of Swords, again, that's fear, that's anxiety, that's worry, that's an overwhelmed nervous system. That's not sleeping. That's like weird-ass dreams. That's like a non-functioning energy. And you're ignoring that. Your body may be telling you a lot. So I guess all I want to say is like, just listen to that. Just listen to your body. Just listen to your body. Listen to your intuition. It's telling you everything you need to know anyway, and stop trying to find the proof. And just follow what feels right. Interesting. Yeah, because like someone is like a part of you just wants to gun it. And you're like, let me look at this. Let me evaluate this. Let me look at that. Let me look at this. And all the meanwhile, you're making your system go haywire. All right. Moving on to another element. All right. Air, fire, or water. We're going to go with air. Where's my water? Speaking of, okay. Air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's see. You heard my cry for air. You know, it's funny. It's like when I write them down, because I like to make little slots ahead of time just to like make things faster and more efficient. I always write them in different order every time. And it's like most of the time that aligns with what does feel right in the moment. So I wrote it as earth, air, fire, and water today. So air signs. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Air signs, I almost want to say like take a breath and calm down for a second. I feel like something's got you running fast. I want to move to Pacific Northwest, but it's expensive. I have no friends or family there, and if it goes wrong, they get hurt. So again, just a little disclaimer about readings. I'm not telling you what you should do, right? You are the masters of your own life. You have your own discernment. And like I even said in that situation, it's like There's nothing wrong with being practical or pragmatic about something before leaping in. But I also said, don't hit the snooze button on your system, right? If you're ignoring what your whole system is telling you, like letting it go into anxious mode, letting it go haywire, letting it get overwhelmed and not doing anything about it, that's not okay either, right? So, you know, again, always use your discernment with readings here and relay it to your own situation. Air signs. I almost like want to start over because I'm in the middle of talking about something else. Yeah, Spirit's like, no, keep going. Okay. Air signs. Yeah, I almost am wanting to say like to slow down on something. I feel like something's got you running a mile a minute, or your mind is running a mile a minute. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Vesta. Okay. All right, air signs. That's a great card to get. So Vesta, you can see it says hearth here. Vesta is the sacred flame. It's akin to the Ace of Wands for me in tarot, but Vesta is what we feel most passionate about. It's what gets us up and going and up, you know, wanting to live life every day. That's Vesta energy. It can also be blueprint energy. It's a sense of purpose. Okay. Maybe that's why you're going a mile a minute. Maybe that's why you're thinking a lot. Maybe you're just excited. Air signs. Yeah, it's giving me strong cheetah vibes. You're in cheetah energy. Like ready to pounce. Anything else for air signs? Oh, you guys got first house as well. Who did we just do? Earth. Earth also had first house. So again, there could be something going on in your first house. Astrologically at this time. Yeah, air signs, I just keep getting the same thing. I feel like you're really, really excited right now about something in particular, and you just want to go. You just want to jump on it. You just want to do. You just want to be in the experience. And it's just for you. That's the other thing too with the first house. It feels like it's just for you. It's also giving me the vibe of like you're finally able to step in it now. And maybe this is something that's kind of been on the sides or kind of on the back burner, but now it's finally time, or now you're finally ready to really embrace it. And you're just excited. Can I get another, please, for my air signs? Interesting, yeah. Calm. Solar calm, clarify. That is what I was getting. Slow down. Slow it down. So Earth had solar flare, you have solar calm. So yes, you are excited. Be excited. You can, yes, it is giving me green light energy. Pace yourself. Pace yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if temperance comes out. Just like, it's great that you're ready. It's great that you're excited, but to go about it in a way that's sustainable and also where you're very clear in how you're navigating it. Okay. Yeah, temper. Just temper yourself a little bit. Interesting. Okay. Let's get into it. Gemini. Okay. Okay, I can try. Gemini. Any messages or insights for Gemini? I'm looking to purchase a new home and my excitement level is through the roof. Oh, congratulations. God, big moves, man. Big moves. What's going on for Gemini? Messages and insights for Gemini, please. Gemini, this is for a very small group of you. You've moved away from some people that I want to say left you disappointed. This is a very specific message, whoever this is for. I almost want to say you've invested with some people, like money. It's giving me money. Like maybe you invested in a project or something, something you were going to do with other people, like family. I'm getting like family or close friends kind of vibes, and it didn't go well or brought out people's true colors. And I think you were left feeling very disappointed. You're letting that go. You moved on from that and you're excited for other new things. So whoever needs to hear that, it's your confirmation here. Gemini. Gemini. So whoever that message was for, I don't know if someone told you that was going to go awry. It's giving me that vibe. Like you were told something wasn't going to go right. And I think you went ahead on it anyway. And now you were dealing with the disappointment, excuse me. But let's come back to Gemini. Oh, 10 of Wands. Okay. Not the funnest card, but it's a 10. We'll take a 10. Gemini. Anything else for Gemini? Oh, Jimmy Gem. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So I didn't think it was for that many of you, but that message is coming through in your reading. 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. And there's an Ace of Wands energy there, which is that Vesta energy. That's in the overview for the air element. But 10 of Wands and 9 of Wands is feeling pretty burdened and guarded and exasperated by certain individuals with the 3 of Cups. Like there are certain people that have just worn you out, man. Worn you the fuck out. And left you feeling really burdened. Oh. Gemini, I think you already know the answer to this, okay? That it might be time to walk away from these individuals if you haven't already. You're showing up as the King of Cups on the bottom, which is really nice here. Especially for an air sign reading, because it also says that you're in your heart with this as well. You're not just in your head. So it's like a full system evaluation going on here for you, and you're acting from your heart. Tell me about the 10 of Wands here for Geminis. Oh, wow. Talk about your heart. Queen of Cups being there. So you've done some evaluating about this, Geminis. Yeah, and now we have the 3 of Pentacles. Some of you are realizing that some people you've been dealing with, they're a lot about the fun and the good times, but not when you need them to show up. 3 of Pentacles is, I'm here for you. Let's do this together. We're in this together. We're building together, etc. It's a supportive energy. It's foundational. 3 of Cups is just fun. 3 of Cups is just good times. Drinks, yeah. Dinner, yeah. Fun little playful things, yeah. Oh, you need me to give you money for that? Oh, you need me to show up where and when and for what? Oh, you need me to file that paperwork? You see what I'm saying? You're realizing you need like solid foundations in your relationships, or in particular kinds of relationships, not just the fun times. Okay. Tell me about the 9 of Wands. Am I taking that? No, that's way too many. Tell me about the 9 of Wands for Gemini. Oh, Gemini. 5 of Pentacles. Hold on a second. Oh, my eye. My eye is not happy. Gemini, does someone leave you with the bag? Does someone leave you hanging? 9 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. That's what this feels like. This feels like being left holding all the weight, holding all the burden, and no one's helping you. Like that's the vibe that I'm getting here. Yeah, like where's the support? Where's the support? Tell me more about the 5 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. 3 of Swords. Yeah, Gemini, you're done with disappointing people. Like people disappointing you. You're done with that. You're done with people who just want a good time, which Geminis, you know, not for nothing, but you're kind of known as one of the signs that really likes to have a good time, you know. But a lot of Geminis I know are also very intelligent and can also be very hardworking. Like when you want to do something, you want to do something, right? Even if your whims may change here and there, when you want something, you're not afraid to like go for it, you know? And yeah, I just keep getting the same thing. It's like you want the 3 of Pentacles, not the 3 of Cups. I just keep getting, it's left you with too much burden. It's left you holding too much. It's left you too disappointed. Let's look at the 3 of Cups. I'm sorry, Geminis. But I think once you make peace with this and you let this go, you're going to have a lot more energy back to do whatever you want to do for yourself. And for the right people. Tell me about the 3 of Cups for Gemini. Yeah, this is party energy, man. 3 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. That's party energy. That's, let's just go have a good time and only a good time. That's what that is. One more in the 3 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is indulgent. It could even be like drinking or substances. 3 of Cups is also very similar. So I have the 3 of Cups and the 9 of Cups for Gemini. Just one more and then we'll move on. Yeah, you're done, man. The world. Yeah, you're done. You're done with superficial relationships and people who don't know how to show up. Especially if you were investing money with people, I think you lost out on some money because you invested with the wrong people financially. And you'll know who that is and how that applies to you. But you're still showing up as the King of Cups. So you live and you learn, right, Gemini? Literally the world card saying you lived and you have learned. On to better things. All right, Libra. Hold on, let's see here. Ah, hey. I made it. Can someone catch me up, please? Where are we in the read? We're in air signs. We did Earth already. We did Earth first today, and now we're going into Libra. All right, Libra. Whew, Libra, what's going on with you? Libra, any messages or insights for Libra? Any messages or insights for Libra? Libra. So maybe this is like all going on with the cardinal signs or something, because you're feeling similar to Capricorn. Capricorn was real quiet, and that's what I'm getting with you. I'm getting a real quiet energy. And what's going on? What's going on with the cardinal signs? All right, Libra. The moon is in your sign right now. So I expect the messages to come forward today to be even more collective. Like the collective can find easier messages in Libra readings right now. Okay. One more for Libra. This portal's feeling really wonky. Yeah, we talked a lot about that in the beginning. All right, Libra. Oh. Oh. Made me choke. Libra, 10 of Swords is your first card. Damn. Gemini also had a 10 as their first card. Yours are swords. Theirs was wands. What's going on for Libra? Okay. Okay, we like that. We like that. Ooh, we really like that. Okay, Libra. Yeah, Hermit on the bottom. That is something I was starting to sense. After the 10 of Swords came out, I saw you just like sitting in a field, like just kind of being in nature, very quiet, very much to yourself. And the Hermit card does imply that. And after going through a 10 of Swords moment, you do kind of need that. So Libra, before we get to the aces, which is amazing coming off of the 10 of Swords. Libra, something has really shifted within you, and it's never going to go back. You're never going to go back. I am getting with the swords. It's more about how you're seeing something. Okay. What you believe in, something you've believed in, maybe even someone you've believed in. You've seen the truth and the illusions have been shattered, and there's no unseeing, there's no unknowing. And I do think it was a little rattling, maybe is a little rattling if it hasn't happened for you yet. Okay. It is giving me a little bit of like a, let me get this one. Hold on. I'm back on my dandelion tea kick. So good. Oh, that's so satisfying. Anyway, sorry, coming back. Yeah, Libra, there's no unseeing what you've seen. There's no unknowing what you know now. I feel like there has been some like rude ripping away of an illusion for you around something you've had a lot of belief in, or very strong beliefs in. Some of you, this could have been a relationship. Some of you guys, this could have been what you do for a living. Some of you guys, this could have been family values. Could have been anything. But the way you have seen this truth has been a little distressing. Okay. And with the Hermit being here, you coming out as the Hermit, I feel like you are very much in Hermit mode as you are acclimating to that, as you're acclimating to this truth and knowing that you're never going back. Something has irrevocably changed in how you believe in something or someone. And then, see, silver lining Libra, Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. That's beautiful. This is a really positive thing for you, okay? Because what it's done is it's almost like, I want to say shifted the focus of your heart even. So whatever you had such strong beliefs in, I want to say was also taking up some real estate of your attention, some real estate of your heart space. And now you've reclaimed that back for whatever is for you, whatever is truly in alignment with you and is not covered in illusion, right? And the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, that's a very solid new beginning right there, okay? That's a new beginning in exercising this new real estate that you have in your heart for whatever you want to put that towards. Again, even just for yourself. Some of you are going to give yourself like a whole new, at least on life sounds a little extreme. I'm not feeling it to that dramatic extent, but like, I am giving a little bit of like, wait a minute. That was taking me away from some things. That was taking me away from myself. That was taking me away from truth. Let me go live in truth a little bit more. Let me go live for myself a little bit more. And like, let me really throw myself into that. That's what it's feeling like. And that feels really good. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what other cards we get for you, Libra. Let's look at the Ten of Swords. Tell me about the Ten of Swords for Libra. Ooh. Tell me about the Ten of Swords for Libra. And you may need a hermit time, however long that goes on for, but Ten of Swords is, you know, it's not like a cakewalk always, you know. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Yeah, exactly. Look at you. This was so needed, Libra. This was so needed. I feel like it's really liberating you in a way that you did not expect. And I think when I keep wanting to say the Tower, but we don't have a Tower card out here. When this happens, it does hurt. I'm not going to lie. It does. Like, you might cry. You might feel a lot of things. But it's putting things where they need to inside of yourself. It's reprioritizing things inside of yourself in a way that gives you balance, that gives you justice. And I want to say it helps reclaim the real estate of you for yourself. Like, I just keep wanting to say that. And it is giving you some sort of new beginning. And it's not like super grandiose, but this new beginning is just like, it's just so much more about what you deserve. And it's your energy for yourself. It's just how it keeps coming through. But this had to happen. This had to happen. I actually think it was karmic justice that this happened, even if it doesn't feel good. Okay. One more for the Ten of Swords and Justice. And I keep getting illusion. I keep getting illusion. Like, whatever you were believing in so strongly, it wasn't fully the truth. Truth always sets us free. So I wrote the Ten of Swords and Justice for Libra. Wow. Yeah, so painful. Ten of Swords is not a comfortable experience. It's not. It's absolutely not. This justice is uncomfortable, but it's justice nonetheless. If this was related to a person, I think you just saw their true colors. I know. I hate when that happens too. I know. Trust me, I know. Like, it's always very disappointing when that happens. The Three of Swords and the 10 implies a 7. So again, I do feel like there was some illusion in this, and we're all human. We all experience that. We all buy into illusion at some point in time. And that could have been really limiting you and really sabotaging you and your own happiness. And you're not going to see that until you have this Ten of Swords moment. And then you're like, oh my God, you know, it's like, oh my God, I could have been experiencing this. I could have been experiencing this. Like, you know, it's that kind of vibe. But also if you were dealing with someone, it could have been also that they were, well, not honest, hence seeing their true colors now. Tell me more about Ten of Swords, Justice, and the Three of Swords for Libra. Ooh, interesting. Magician. whatever illusion you were buying into, Libra, yeah, I keep getting it was really limiting you. It was really holding you back. I also want to say it was actually like, how do I want to say this? Um, making you feel not as capable, almost like giving you this like false lens of what you're capable of. You're capable of so much more than you thought. I'll put it that way. You're capable of so much more than you thought. There's the Tower. That's what I was waiting for. Yeah, look at you, free. This is liberating you. Yeah, yeah. Page of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. Let's look at the Ace of Cups. Let's look at what comes after this. Let's look at what you're moving into. Tell me the Ace of Cups here. Yeah, look at you. Knight of Wands. Yeah, just ready to go live life in your Libra pleasure-filled experience. I mean, Libras, you guys do like pleasure, as you know. Tell you about the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands, not wanting to be held back. F being held back. Yeah, Libra, I'm telling you, you're going to realize how much this held you back and limited you and restricted you. And once you see it, you can't unsee it, right? So once you see it, you're just like, oh, I got some living to do. There's things I need to do. Let me go throw some clothes on and go do those things. Like, it's very much like that. You're not going to wait very long. Once you come out of hermit mode anyway. Tell you the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands for Libra. Wow. Oh, Libra, I just got a little emotional. Six of Cups. Wow. Okay. So, Libra, this little wave of emotion that just hit me. Some of you, the way that you're about to, like, go and, like, just live in this unrestricted way, it's like some of you, it's getting into that playful inner child for sure with the Six of Cups. But I also feel like living out unfulfilled like wants from when you were a kid. Like things you've always wanted to do that you just didn't because you thought you couldn't, or you didn't have the bandwidth, or you didn't have the energy, or you just didn't think, again, you're so much more capable of things than you realize. And you're like, oh shit, I can do that. I'm going to go do that, right? It does, makes me emotional. Some of you guys are going to realize, well, I don't want to say it that way, but may have some thoughts of like, oh, I've wasted so much time. I've wasted so much time not living. Let's look at the Ace of Pentacles. It's not for all of you. You know who you are. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles for Libra. Oh, King of Cups. Tell me about the King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, excuse me. We have Three of Pentacles. I want one more on this before I confirm my suspicions. One more on the Ace of Pentacles, please. Okay. Libra. This feels like a bonus that you don't see coming. This is a cool reading. Libra, you have Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So once you get this little lease on life, even if it's just in a minor way, you just have more energy, more resources, more focus and attention on yourself, right? And your own desires here. You're not holding back. You're doing it. You're living life. Before you know it, you're going to build some relationships here. And I want to say before you know it, it could even just be one kind of relationship. Ten of Cups is tribe. Ten of Cups is tribe. It's community. It's family. It's domestic life. I see you, one, being very, very happy and content within yourself as a result of just being like, oh, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm going to go do me. Bye. So like, right? And once you do that, yeah, I want to say you actually end up building a lot in your life very quickly. Even if it seems minor, the impact is huge. There we go. We'll say it that way. Even if it's minor things, the impact is massive. The impact is major happiness. You're going from the Ace of Cups to the Ten of Cups in one spread. That's quick. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like that's quick. As the King of Cups, no less. Some of you, if there is, if you've been wanting like, you know, to move, or get a house, buy a house. I think someone said they were looking to buy a house. That also is here too. Okay. But it's giving me relationships more than anything. Yeah, yeah, this tower, this was the tower you needed. This was the tower you seriously, sorely needed, even if it was a little painful. That's just so crazy. Anyway, congrats, Libra. I'm getting way too into your reading here. Let's get into Aquarius. Oh, we'll do it like that, yeah. Okay. Aquarius. Ooh. Oh. Aqua, getting into your energy, I just suddenly have this like, oof, like neck pain, neck stiffness. Maybe you're having some of that. Ooh. Ooh, I need a massage. Oh. Ooh, okay. All right. Aquarius, what's going, wow, a little bit goes a long way. That like did a whole lot to the upper body. Aquarius, what's going on for Aquarius at this time? Super random. I don't know why pretzels are coming. Crack some of the food channelings come in. Maybe you're really liking some pretzels these days. I don't know. I don't know. Pretzels. Something about pretzels. Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius? Messages or insights for Aquarius? Yeah, Aquarius, I feel like y'all got some tension, man. You got some tension in your body or some tension in your life right now that I don't think you can ignore. Aquarius, any messages or insights for Aquarius? Six of Pentacles, that's a nice card to have. It's about the exchange with other people. Have you been doing a lot of this, Aqua? Have you been doing too much of this? There's something about this that feels like maybe a lot of this has been going on, which isn't bad, but everything in moderation, right? Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius? These pretzels are making me hungry. I mean, pretzels are fun. They're a nice snack. Aqua, Eight of Swords. I feel like the Six of Pentacles energy is stressing you out. I don't know why, but it is. It's stressing you out. Either you're doing it too much, like you're exchanging too much energy with people, or it's like the expectation of a Six of Pentacles energy or experience. It's like I feel like it's adding stress. And then we do have the Eight of Swords here. You do have you're having some sort of like natural resistance to this. Let's see. Anything else for Aquarius? Yeah, and then we have Temperance trying to smooth everything out here. Ace of Cups is peeking out. Ten of Pentacles is on the bottom here. All right, so Aquarius, we're going to get deeper into this, but this Six of Pentacles energy, you've got some resistance to it. And I do think it's adding some stress. I think it's adding some strain. I feel like I'm wanting to do this a little bit. Like I'm wanting to like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Like the body's getting really tense in response to it. Now, again, Six of Pentacles can be showing up a lot for other people. It can just be literal social exchanges you're having. And it could be the expectation of that. That's what you're having some resistance to at this time. But Temperance with the Eight of Swords, you could just need a little space right now, Aquarius, okay? And nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with taking a little time out here. And I kind of figured Temperance would come out at some point with the Solar Calm card coming in the overall for air, but you're the only one that's gotten it so far. Aquarius, if you have avoidant-like tendencies, like maybe you don't have a lot of this going on in your life, but maybe there is a situation or relationship that's like, hey, Aqua, time to like exchange some energy. And if you do have any like avoidant-like tendencies, this could also be needing to address that or wanting to address that. So let's look at the Six of Pentacles. So I have the Six of Pentacles here for Aquarius. I didn't realize I got disconnected. Eight of Cups on the Six of Pentacles. So again, it's like you're not really wanting to engage in the Six of Pentacles right now. Eight of Cups is saying you're trying to detach from it. Two eights, by the way, with the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Eights can be significant. I'm going to try my light one more time. See if it behaves. Okay. Oh, it's just so much better. Anyway. Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups for Aquarius. Yeah, you are avoiding this. You're avoiding this. Four of Cups. They're not being specific as to what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. Whether it's expectation to show up and interact with people, or you've been giving a lot of energy to people, or there is one connection in particular where it's like that's being asked of you, or you know you probably should. You're just feeling like you want a lot of space right now. It is giving avoidant. You don't have to be an avoidant. You could just need some space, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I do see you avoiding it. I see you really wanting nothing to do with it right now. One more on the Six of Pentacles. And also, to be fair, like, some of these exchanges could be imbalanced, right? Maybe someone's expecting a lot of you and you're not getting a whole lot in return. Six of Cups. A lot of emotions here, Aquarius. The only thing clarifying the Six of Pentacles is emotions, okay? Is cups and cups alone. Two of Cups is floating around here with the 4 and the 6. Actually, and the 8 and the 6 as well. So this is about more than just one person. This is about how you exchange energy with others. This is about the access you give people, the access that's expected of you in your exchanges. That's what I'm getting here. And it's like you're trying to figure out, one, what's just healthy, what's healthy and what's best for you, and how you should deal with this, how you should navigate it. But I can tell you right now, you don't want anything to do with it. And so I think you need to take some time anyway. I think it's in your best interest to figure it out. Because if you're like forcing yourself to exchange energy when you don't want to, that's not going to feel good for you. And it's also not going to feel good to the people you're exchanging energy with, right? Yeah. Let's look at the 8 of Swords. And again, if you have avoidant patterns, 6 of Cups is my patterns card. So you could be looking at your own patterns here. Tell me about the 8 of Swords for Aquarius. Whoa. Yeah, you're not sure how to handle this. Page of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. This is like giving me back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because again, it's like you're just wanting space. You're just not wanting to have to do it. And you're just not sure how to go about it. But the Page of Wands does tell me that it's like, you're not feeling this way because you don't like people. Well, take that for what you will. I've heard a lot of Aquarians say they don't like people, but every Aquarius is different, just like every human's different. Because the Page of Wands is like a fun, exciting energy. Page of Wands is like, oh, let's play. But I keep getting, you're trying to figure out what's healthy for you in that. So you may want to exchange energy with with someone in particular or many people. You just don't know how to do it in a way that feels right for you or comfortable or healthy. Now, keep in mind, the health of the individuals you're interacting with play a role here, right? Just because someone wants to interact with you doesn't mean you should, right? Especially if you're not really in the position to. Tell me about the 8 of Swords. And some people don't know how to interact in a healthy way either, right? One more on the 8 of Swords for Aquarius. Like, I can see, like, you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I can see that. You don't want to hurt anybody. But you're also not doing so hot either, Aquarius. Another cup card. 5 of Cups. Yeah, you don't want to hurt anyone. You don't want to hurt. You don't want to be drained. You don't want to feel uncomfortable. You don't want anyone else to feel uncomfortable. And it's just leaving you between a rock and a hard place of like, well, what do I do then? And then we have Temperance. Temperance is going to help you figure it out. Tell me about Temperance here. 7 of Pentacles. Now, a little talk about Temperance for a second. So Temperance, it's resolution, it's harmony, it's balance. But Temperance to me is also divine intervention. Okay. Sometimes it's the guardian angel that comes in to usher you along, whisper in your ear. And I do feel like there's a little bit of your own intuition coming into play, kind of getting into like a higher mind here of like, how do I want to approach this? What do I do? 7 of Pentacles is reevaluation. Figuring it out, essentially. Anything else for Temperance for Aquarius? You got the star card showing up in your own reading. Beautiful. So Aqua, you may feel like you already rubbed someone the wrong way with this too. Because again, you don't want to hurt and you don't want anyone else to hurt. You just want things to be okay. You just want things to be right. And I think you're wondering if you've already messed up here. But Aqua, I want to say it's not just about you. It's also about these other people, right? Did they handle things right with you? It's not just about you and what you did wrong or right. It's also them. Tell me more about Temperance for Aquarius. I gotta be honest, Aqua, I do feel like there's a little overthinking going on here. There's a little overthinking going on here. We have Temperance, Seven of Pentacles, the Star, and the Seven of Swords. So again, you want to make things right, but I also see that you're realizing, like, one, you are definitely overthinking. Because I do feel like there's a lot of implication, like you're assuming some things about the people you're interacting with and maybe how they're feeling, or assuming maybe you didn't handle, you know what I mean? It's like there's overthinking and there's some assumptions going on here. I think a conversation is just going to fix this if it's just one person. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's like an overwhelming pattern, okay? But if it's one person, just talk. Just be honest. Just be honest. I swear it's going to make this easier, because you're going back and forth a lot. Did I mess up? I messed up. Then I can make it right. But how do I make it right? You know, without an actual conversation about that. Even with this, I kind of want to be playful. I kind of want to approach them, but I don't want them to like feel bad. I don't want them to feel weird because I didn't do it this way, or I did it that way, or am I being received in this way? Are they going to see it like that? Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like there's back and forth, there's overthinking, and there's assumptions. Never a great combination to get to the truth. So get out of the head for a minute. Just get in your body with this. Take a little time away. And if there's at least like one or two people in particular you're struggling to have this exchange with in a healthy, honest way, just take the leap and be honest and just see how it lands. You know what I'm saying? Because if it doesn't go well, then you kind of know who you're dealing with, right? And if it does go well, then you know that you're dealing with someone who can have those kinds of conversations. Yeah, interesting reading, Aquarius. Let's move on to another element. Whew. All right, going into fire signs. I love getting surprised by BOMISpirit Live. I want to get back to getting like doing a regular Aloha Fridays again. There was a lot going on there for a while, as you know, it happens in my life. So, but yeah, I'd like these to be regular again. A little sippy sip, and then we'll get into fire. Okay. Fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Oh, let me check my battery. Ooh, glad I checked. Battery ain't doing so hot. Okay, there we go. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Big fan of the Sagittarius energy right now. I'm liking it too. Fire signs. What's going on for my fire signs? Messages or insights for my fire signs. What's going on for fire signs? Fourth house. All right, fire signs. So some of you guys could have some interesting transits right now going through your fourth house or your IC. Jupiter is also Cancer, which is also fourth house energy. But home and stability and emotional safety. That's what's on your mind right now. While I'm feeling it's more about like in the emotional steady realm, I am feeling money. Okay. I am feeling money too. How to get more stable financially is on your mind right now. It's on everyone's mind right now. Neptune, getting creative about it too. Yeah, I feel like fire signs, you're trying to come up with new ways to stabilize your home life. And I do feel like it is in the realm of finances. And even with getting creative, it could be like, you know, passive income, things of that nature. Can I cut costs here? Can I cut costs there? Can I have like more family move in with me? Right? You're trying to get creative here when it comes to your domestic stability financially, but also emotionally. Excuse me. What makes you feel safe? What makes you feel secure? One more for my fire signs. That was hiding. We have Capricorn with debilitated. So, okay. I feel like fire signs, for whatever reason, more of the collective economic fluctuations are really showing up in your reading right now. With Capricorn and debilitated and fourth house and Neptune, you getting creative when it comes to the home environment. Capricorn is normally 10th house just innately with zodiac. So you do have that here. Fourth house, 10th house, Cancer, Cappy, regardless of your sign. Yeah, it's almost giving me the vibe of like, well, I can't control what goes on out there, but I can control what goes on in here. That's what it's giving me. Like you're trying to do some damage control preemptively and trying to manage any changes you've been experiencing in your day-to-day stability. But that's what I'm like, I can't control this, but I can control this. Like that's what's coming through. I feel like there's something else on the Capricorn and debilitated. Can I get one more on Capricorn and debilitated for my fire signs? I'm almost getting this wall fire signs. Like, and maybe this is why you've relinquished to giving up on this. Because I feel like you've like put effort and hit a wall, put effort and hit a wall, put effort and hit a wall, and you're like, well, fuck it. It's like, it's kind of how it feels. Like, can't control it. Let me change my tactic here. It's also what I'm getting. One more in Capricorn and debilitated for fire signs. Oh, before I pull one other card, some of you, the way that this is manifesting is catering more to your feminine, is catering more to your internal world, because no matter what goes on externally, if you've got that under lock, like centered and like really stable, you can handle pretty much anything. And some of you, it is also a call to get more into your feminine versus your masculine, right? Stop forcing, stop trying to control, just surrender. Surrender and try to co-create with the energies that are going on right now and work with what you got in the present moment. Stop trying to force things to happen if they're not going to happen in the moment right now. One more in Capricorn and debilitated for fire signs. Wow. Yeah, it's like you keep getting pushed back into that same corner over and over and over again. We have Ceres with the IC, which is the fourth house, which you have right here. This is saying nurture your internal world. Nurture your internal world, nurture your home, nurture your ability to be emotionally stable within yourself, centered and grounded within yourself. Because you can't control the outside world. You can't control all of the things that are happening outside of you, but you can control you. So just keep taking care of that, keep catering to that, and you're gonna find your way with that. You're gonna feel more stable. And it is kind of reminding me of the energy we've had in recent weeks as well, like the last 2-3 weeks, because of what Neptune has been doing in Pisces, actually alongside Ceres. Ceres, when it moved into Aries, Neptune was still like right between Pisces and Aries. And they've been together for a bit. They're now out of the conjunction, but they were together for quite a bit while Neptune was part of the Grand Water Trine. So there was a lot of encouragement to nurture your internal world collectively. But fire signs, you probably did feel that more than anyone else. Well, water signs might have felt it too, but water signs for them a lot right now. Anyway, the other thing that I'm being reminded of in recent weeks is all the squares we've had to the North Node in Pisces. Right? Because Sagittarius, being a mutable sign, squares off water mutable, which is Pisces. Excuse me. Also Gemini. Full moon Gemini was squaring the nodes as well. And so when you have that kind of square energy with the nodes, it can feel very much like, well, like you don't have a lot of control. Okay? And that if you try to force something to happen, something is cosmically going to turn around and change it up on you. That's very typical of square nodal energy. And I'm just seeing that here. So I see you finally sequestering. I see you finally going like, all right, I get it. Can't force, can't push. Let me do what I can do in the moment to deal with myself, control myself, my internal world, my home life, all that stuff, and get creative with it and flow at the present moment, leaning into the feminine as well for some of you. Okay. All right, let's get to Aries. Aries. What's going on for Aries? Any messages or insights for Aries? You notice how my light's been fine now? It's so funny. I probably shouldn't say anything. I might jinx it. Anyway, Aries. Any messages or insights for Aries at this time? Couple more for Aries. Thank you, CJ. Okay. Woo, what's going on for the Rams? I'm feeling the need to point you to the Taurus reading. I don't even remember what came up in the Taurus reading, but Taurus is coming up. You could be a cusper. You could have Taurus in your chart as well. Aries. Any messages or insights for Aries at this time? For Aries, highest good. Aries, what's going on for Aries? Ooh, okay. I don't think anyone's gotten the Lovers yet. So I got the Lovers. Gemini energy could be about a particular relationship. It's often a card of alignment for me as a reader, or making big life decisions. So let's get deeper into this. Feeling alignment, but let's see. Ooh, Three of Swords. Okay, one more for Aries. Oh, okay. Three of Pentacles. So Aries, I see a bump in the road, but I see you in your typical Aries fashion, figuring out how to deal with it. Okay. You go from the Three of Swords to Three of Pentacles. You go from discomfort, disharmony, to figuring out how to harmonize very quickly. Three of Pentacles, while it can be like friends and networks and plans and things like that, it's also my mending card. It's also like putting things right as they should from the Three of Swords. This is the thing I love about your readings, Aries. Your readings are always the fastest for me. And I think it's because it's your energy. That cardinal fire, you're just so like doop, doop, doop to the point. It's like, so your readings are too. It's just always how it feels. Anyway, Lovers. Let's look at the Lovers. What's going on with the Lovers here? Now, of course, you could be mending something between you and another person if you're dealing with a pretty intense relationship or connection. But I feel like, again, it's more about alignment, but take it as you will. All right? Tell me about the Lovers. Volcanoes are coming up. Oh, that's interesting. Could be a synchronicity for you. They've been a lot more active in recent years. Interesting. Volcanic energy. Pele may be a thing for you. You may be feeling very volcanic these days. Actually, I think Kilauea erupted a few days ago, didn't it? I could be mistaken. It's always erupting. Anyway, Lovers. Lovers for Aries. King of Wands. It's a great card for you guys to get. You are the Queen of Wands, but King of Wands is also your energy. Ooh. Ten of Wands. Oh, is this why we're feeling volcanic? Aries. Ten of Wands. That's a lot of fire. That's actually the most fire you can have in one card in tarot. And it's backing the Fire King. This might be why there's a Three of Swords energy. Aries, it's like, I'm trying to pinpoint this energy. I can't tell if it's frustration. I can't tell if it's passion. I can't tell if it's burden. Maybe it's a little bit of all the above. But I think that's why volcanoes are coming up. There's like a pressure building with you as the King of Wands. It's a pressure. There's some sort of pressure building. And I don't think you like it. Not sure of the name, but a volcano did erupt in Hawaii the other day. Yeah, I think it was Kilauea. Did just have another eruption the other day, yeah. Aries, more fire. Aries, you're feeling like a volcano right now. That's what I'm getting with this. And I think you need to release the pressure, okay? Before you explode here. Look at that. Look at that. This is feeling like someone is having a lot of internalized pressure and is trying to hold it. Like Seven of Wands is holding a stance. Seven of Wands is like usually bravery and confidence and protecting what is important to you, protecting what matters, but it's holding. Ten of Wands is also either a lot of burden, a lot of stress, a lot of strain, a lot of energy, but the Seven of Wands means you're holding it. And as a King of Wands, it's also holding a lot of fire anyway. So you are kind of like a big volcano right now. And again, it could be in relation to a connection that you could be feeling a lot and you just don't know what to do about it. But again, lovers can also be a choice or relating to your own sense of alignment and balance. But all of it is pointing to you holding too much. You're holding too much. And you need to let the steam out, Aries. You need to let the steam out. I almost called you Aquarius for some reason. Anyway, was that the last reading we did? Oh, it was the last reading we did. Let's look at the Three of Swords. I'm feeling like this is probably your discomfort of holding so much. All right. Tell me about the Three of Swords here for Aries. Oh. Oh. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, Five of Swords. So Aries, the reason you're holding all of this is because you feel like you have to. You feel like you have to, and I'm not going to say there's a fear, but there could be a fear of letting it out or letting it be known or talking about why you're holding what you're holding. You're holding pure fire, which can be sexual, that can be passion, that could be frustration, that could be anger, that could be irritability, but you're holding too much fire. It's too much. It's too much for your system, and it's making you uncomfortable, maybe even physically uncomfortable, especially if it's sexual. But Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, and that Five of Swords energy, that tells me that you don't feel secure enough to actually let it out properly or to speak on it for whatever reason. Okay? Now, keep in mind, Aries, this could be someone you know. It doesn't have to be you. Tell me more about the Three of Swords here. Wow. A grip of cards came out and Spirit's like, yeah, you're taking all that. Wheel of Fortune. I think the volcano is going to blow. Queen of Wands. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Nine of Cups. Death. And the Seven of Pentacles. You want this to shift. First of all, let's start there. This tension, it is too much for your system, and you need to let it out. Wheel of Fortune is implying it's time, but also that you want to shift it. You don't want to be holding so much anymore. And then we have Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups, Death, and the Seven of Pentacles. Now, of course, if this is about a connection, which I'm starting to think for a lot of you, it probably is, whoever's doing all the holding, it's the King of Wands, okay, towards the Queen of Wands. It doesn't have to be in a connection. It could be towards anything that's affecting your ability to be centered and balanced within yourself, okay? And with the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Cups and the Death card, that's that wanting the change, okay? Nine of Cups and the Queen of Wands can also be kind of volcanic in a way. Queen of Wands is also fire. She's incredibly magnetic, powerful, magic in her own right, his or her own right? And Nine of Cups is also relishing in that. But Death is implying the shift of that, and the Seven of Pentacles is, well, how do we shift this? What does that look like once it's out? What does it look like when I let all of this blow? What does it look like when I let all of this out of my system or speak on it? The Spirit is being very vague as to what all that fire is pertaining to. But again, you would know what that is. All right, let's look at the Three of Pentacles. Actually, you know what? Let's look at this fire a little bit closer. I want to look one more at this. I want to look one more at what all this fire is about. Spirit, what is all this fire for? Why is the King of Wands holding all this fire? Why is the King of Wands holding all this fire? What is the fire for? I'm hearing safety. It's safer this way. I think that's some Five of Swords thinking. Ace of Cups. So Aries, this King of Wands, whether this is you or someone who's got a lot of fire around you, they're holding it because of the Ace of Cups. And it's such a weird, I feel like it's a weird mindset. I'm holding all of this because it's the safe thing to do. And it's like, again, that feels like someone's talked themselves into that way of thinking. But the Ace of Cups tells me that this fire is also related to the heart. It's related to emotions. Tell me more about this fire. Why holding all this fire and what the fire is for? There's that Five of Swords. I was waiting for that to come out. Yeah, this King of Wands has a Five of Swords mindset, whether that's you or someone you're dealing with here. And they're holding all this fire for the Ace of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Five of Swords. I keep just getting a very strange way of thinking. It's almost like it's my responsibility to, or it's like I need to. It's like I'm thinking this King of Wands just feels very like it's not acceptable to like let this fire out or to speak on what their fire is really about or what it's touching, what it's encompassing. It's starting to make me think it's sexual energy, like pure sexual energy. Could even be anger, it could be frustration, like I must hold my anger and frustration and not allow it to touch another person, right? Not allow it to affect another person. And it could even be stress. It could be that someone's really stressed out and they're not dealing with it, but they don't want it to touch other people, right? That could also be, I need to be responsible because it's my shit, not anyone else's. That's kind of what I'm getting with this. But it's out of love. This person's holding their fire out of a loving energy and loving intention, whether it's you or someone else. But it does need to shift because this is not sustainable. Three of Pentacles. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles here for Aries. That's the volcano blowing for sure. Yeah, Knight of Wands. It's got to come out. Ace of Pentacles, stability being created as a result of that. Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, and the Sun. Yeah, that's an eruption right there. Is this Aries? I keep needing to step away. Yeah, this is Aries. So Aries, if you're this King of Wands, let it blow. Let it blow. Have your eruption. Even if it's sexual, have it. Your system kind of needs you to. If it's anger or frustration, I think there's a loving way to let that out. Even through like physical activity is a way to let that out. But the release of the pressure is bringing the Sun and the Three of Pentacles. It's making things more stable. It's making things right. It's also illuminating things as well with the Sun and the Ace of Pentacles. And if there's a relationship involved in this, which I think for a good chunk of you there is, I think it's going to make things very nice actually between you and another person. And I also want to say very transparent between you and another person. Some of you, if you're this King of Wands, you're not giving someone enough credit to accepting who you really are. That needs to land. That needed to land. Yeah, Aries, if you're a King of Wands dealing with a Queen of Wands, you're not giving them enough credit in accepting who you really are. So you might as well just try to be who you are and see what happens. Okay. Yeah, interesting. The King of Cups is underneath that. Wow. All right. Leo. I'm a triple Earth with Juno and Sag, and that's what's happening with the Sag. Oof. Oh, good luck with that. Although dating a Sag with your Juno and Sag, that does bode well. But yeah, good luck. I wish you a lot of luck on that. My Juno is also Sagittarius, but I have not had a lot of luck when dating Saggies. And I don't really know why. I don't know if it's like my Cancer rising. I don't know if it's my Cappy, but they're neighbors. I was gonna say Scorpio too, but they're neighbors. I don't know. I just don't do well dating Saggies. Friends, great friends with Sagittarians, but yeah, not dating. Anyway, Leo, let's focus on you. What's going on with my Lions? Leo. As a Sag, I've also met some pretty crappy Sages. There's always a shadow. There's always a shadow. Leo. Any messages or insights for Leo? Messages or insights for my Lions at this time? What's going on for Leos? So Leo, I'm getting this like, actually a wave of water is what it feels like. Lapis lazuli is coming up, which I think is one of your stones, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is. But lapis lazuli is coming up here. It's giving me the vibe of like relax, cool, calm, collected. Let me lean back. Let me have a little drinky drink. Like pampering the self, but slowing down is what I'm getting with you, Leo. Any messages for Leo? Oh no, don't start. I was about to say my head is just starting to feel a little and my light started flickering a little bit. So Leo, we have Temperance coming out here, which is exactly what I was... Well, you know what? The sun is coming out. Hold on, let's just turn that off. Yeah, we'll just hang out like this. And my face might get darker, but that's okay. So Temperance, this is what I'm feeling with you, Leo. Leaning back, relaxing, chilling out for a hot minute, okay? Again, very deep blue, maybe an important color for you at this time, or lapis lazuli as well, which lapis lazuli I don't think is about like soothing, but I'm feeling a soothing effect with you. Leo, any messages or insights for Leo? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're taking some chill time. Eight of Pentacles is a work card. It's actually a really hard working card, and I feel like you're taking a break with that with Temperance, or you're balancing that out with some chill time. Okay. Oh, interesting. We have Six of Cups. I don't know why charcuterie boards just came up. Maybe you should make a charcuterie board. Maybe that's like one of your jams to chill out. But anyway, let's come back to your reading here. This is interesting. Leo, I think you need some time for yourself. With the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, I'm getting a couple things. I am getting that you've had to pay a lot of attention or give a lot of energy to certain individuals with the Six of Cups. I don't often feel a lot of people with the Six of Cups, but I am feeling like people that you have a very strong soul connection with, or people that you have a lot of affinity for, or a lot of history with, whether that's family or people that you just really love a lot. And Leos, you guys do have big hearts. And so when you really care about someone, you do invest, you show up. You do give energy. And with Temperance, with the Eight of Pentacles, it's feeling like something's got to be put into balance here. And I want to say what needs to be put into balance is some self-care, honestly. But at the same time, I'm also getting with the Six of Cups that there is something fun about it. There is something fun and inviting about the Six of Cups. But this is about moderation for you. This is about looking out for you first, okay? Let's look at Temperance for Leo. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Leo, you may either be feeling really drained, like you've got no energy, or your wallet is hurting as a result of how you show up with others. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 5 twos, as I said that. So 2, 22, 22. Anyway, yeah, Temperance and the Five of Pentacles. I just keep getting an uh-oh. My throat might be going. Ugh. Ooh. So Leo, I am just getting an imbalance here when it comes to how you're showing up with other people and then what it's leaving you with. And this seems to be a theme because this has come up for a couple other signs already. I can't remember which ones. Some people in the chat may be able to tell you, or in the comments may be able to tell you. Oh. Leo, there may also be a need to speak up about this. Okay. If you're dealing with certain people and you're showing up for certain people and it's leaving you feeling wanting or neglected or taken from or just kind of left with not a whole lot of anything, might be worth it to have a conversation or to reevaluate some things here, okay? Now, I also am getting to here, Leo, that like I am getting a little Chiron energy, which normally when I feel that, there could be something going on with your Chiron, doesn't have to be. But normally when I feel Chiron-like vibes, I also can feel like it can be your own pattern or your own sense of wounding or programming that's making it worse, okay? That's just being human. It's like when we have preconceived notions, we have our own wounding, we have our own stuff that can bleed into relationships and exacerbate unpleasant feelings into something bigger. So keep in mind, for some of you, that might be the case. And if that's the case, what I'm saying may be making you very uncomfortable, okay? And it's not to trigger you. I just have to be honest with what I'm getting, okay? All right, let's keep going. Because Leo, I'm also getting a little bit of a left out feeling. Oh, my crown. Some of you may be feeling like certain relationships that you've given to or you want to give to again, it's this feeling of lack or even being left out. You could even be missing some people, but again, it's still this question of like, well, where am I in the equation? Yeah, it's still that question. Where am I in the equation in this relationship or in this connection? Some of you, it's purely about family. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So you're trying to go from the 5 to the Ace. I keep getting physicality. I keep getting like, you need to rest. You need to take care of yourself. You need to focus on you for a little while and get that in order. And then you can go back to worrying about relationships. Okay. But again, some of you, it's almost like you can't stop thinking about it, of like how you feel kind of left out at times with certain people, or some people just, they don't show up in the way that you show up. And we can't control other people, but we can control ourselves. Right. So again, Leos, for some of you, there's a deeper lesson here, but you are trying to go from the 5 to the Ace. Okay. And I think you will, but I do think you need to be self-focused first to do that. One more on Temperance. Yeah, you're in your feels here. I saw a little flash of the 2 of Cups as well. We have Queen of Cups. You could be a cusper, you could be a Cancer, Leo cusper, but yeah, it's like you're wanting some sort of new stable beginnings with certain connections in a way that's healthy and in a way that leaves you feeling good and nourished and revitalized, not depleted, not misunderstood, not used, and not left out. Let's look at the 8 of Pentacles. For Leo. Oh, we got 2 8s back to back. 8 of Pentacles and 8 of Wands. Yeah, Leo, I feel like there's a deeper lesson here of just reevaluating how to invest in relationships in a way that actually does work for you. Hold on a second. Cards vomited everywhere. Tell me more of the 8 of Pentacles and 8 of Wands. Can't hear you? Oh, go in and come back out. Or, you know, go out and come back in is what I meant to say. If she can't hear me, can someone put it in the chat that, like, if you're having glitchy problems, go out and come back in. I would appreciate it. I'm sure she would appreciate it too. All right, tell me about the 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands for Leo. Oh, wow. Yeah, Leo. Yeah. Thank you for being in the chat. If you haven't yet, please hit that like button to support Lola in the channel. Thank you, CJ. So Leo, we have 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 5 of Cups. Wait, leave the live and come back in if you can't hear. Thank you. Thank you, Surrender to Bloom. So Leo, look at this. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Again, it's like I keep getting this feeling of you want really healthy, solid relationships, but there's sadness around this. There's disappointment around this. You had 5 of Pentacles around this. And it's like you just keep trying to figure out, like, what is the path to get there? What do I need to do to make that a reality in my life? Is it choosing different people? Is it my approach? Is it a conversation, etc.? You're working on growth and you're working on changing this. But with the 5 of Cups, I do see that it has made you pretty sad. It has left you feeling really disappointed and maybe even at times wondering if it's ever going to happen for you. And I do think it will. I do think it will. Okay. So I have the 6 of Cups for Leo. But again, you got to focus on you first. Tell me about the 6 of Cups for Leo, because it's just going to help you to get clear, right? Tell me about the 6 of Cups for Leo. King of Wands, your court card. With the 3 of Wands. So Leo, I am getting like a lot of different people. Oh yeah, 2 of Cups on the bottom. I was going to... with the 3 of Swords. Yeah, I was going to say, I feel a lot of different people in this, but this energy, and I knew I felt something enticing with the 6 of Cups. This is missing somebody. 6 of Cups, King of Wands, and the 3 of Wands, missing someone where there's physical distance. Could it be emotional distance? Yeah, but I'm feeling physical. Like you haven't hung out in each other's physical spaces in a long time, or maybe never. Maybe it's always been digital, right? For some of you. But it's feeling just more like physical space, but missing somebody in particular. And again, 2 of Cups and 3 of Swords on the bottom. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about the 6 of Cups, the King of Wands. The Fool and wanting to take a risk here. What is the risk? I assume to come towards the person. Ooh, Strength. Lots of yellow. Strength is also a Leo card. Tell me about the strength around the Fool. Interesting. Eight of Swords. Let me confirm something. Is this King of Wands Leo or someone else? It might be 50-50. Is this King of Wands Leo or someone else? Can you give me confirmation on who this King of Wands is? Oh, Three of Cups. One more card. Is this card, is the King of Wands someone outside of Leo? I think it is. Is this King of Wands someone outside of Leo? Yes, it is. But again, a distance. This could be someone you know through the internet, or met through the internet, or only meet through the internet. I say that because the World card does imply that, like online community here. But again, it could just be someone who's physically very far from you, even if the internet hasn't been a huge component here. Yeah, Leo, this is someone who knows you. So Leo, you're evaluating relationships in general and your own dynamics with people, wanting very solid, healthy relationships, trying to figure out how to attain that, if there's something you need to fix within yourself, etc. And at the same time, you do have someone that misses you. You have someone that's thinking a lot about you and is actually hurting over you. But the Fool and the Eight of Swords and the Full, Strength, and the Eight of Swords, it's like, they're trying to be brave in saying something to you, but this may be someone that you might have written off. How does Leo view this King of Wands? How does Leo view this King of Wands energy? Now, again, Leo, you got a lot of people here, so place yourself in this in whatever way you need to. Yeah, you're Page of Swords. You look at them with a side eye. How does Leo feel about this King of Wands energy? Page of Wands and the Magician. Yeah, I don't think you trust them. I feel like you... Yeah, thank you. Leo, this is an in-depth reading. I feel like you look at this King of Wands like just another person who didn't treat you right. Just another person that left you feeling like that. So I think you've written this person off a while ago, but they're not done with you. And I know all this sounds, but like this doesn't have to be romantic. It could even have just been a friend with the Three of Cups. But I think they left you feeling some kind of way. And again, this seems to be a pattern for you in relationships. One more for how Leo thinks of this King of Wands or looks at this King of Wands. We have Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Wands, and the Emperor. Yeah, Nine of Swords is peeking through. Yeah, I don't think you're not excited to deal with someone like this. Whatever your history is, you look at them with a distrusting eye. You look at them with caution. You see them as highly capable. Magician and Emperor. You see them as highly capable, but also you see them with the Five of Wands. Like conflict. I think you also see them as someone who is a master manifester, someone, again, who's very capable. But you look at them with this. But they're thinking about you a lot. They miss you a lot. But, you know, just because someone misses you doesn't mean they're good for you. Leo, again, my best advice for you, focus on yourself. Get clear on the best approach to having these kinds of relationships you're looking for, even if you need to change something about you in that or see something about yourself in that, your own patterns. But just know there is a King of Wands that feels a lot for you, but it doesn't seem like you want to deal with them. Okay. Sagittarius. Wow, my crown is like, might need a little intermission after water signs. Or after water signs, after fire signs. All right. Happy birthday, Saggies. Let's see if the light will cooperate. Just gives a little more contrast. All right. You got this green rainbow light around you. Oh, yeah, I see it. I see it. I see it. That was something I felt and saw this morning. A green dragon was coming through really strong, and I was like, ooh. And it was a very specific kind of color green too. It was like, you know, when like if you really, really take care of your lawn, it's got this like super bright green to it, almost unnatural looking. Kind of like that. like a super, super vibrant green, grass green color. Sagittarius, let's focus. Sagittarius. Any messages or insights for Sagittarius? What's going on for my Sagittarius? Any messages or insights for Sagittarius? Dragons could be a thing for you. It did come up right as we're starting your reading here. I am getting more like beings, you know, like that. Like unicorns are coming up. Mermaids are actually coming up. It's interesting. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I do feel like you're being encouraged to use your voice. You are very vocal by nature. But it is one of your powers. It is one of your superpowers. And I feel that with you. You're being encouraged to use your voice. Actually, interesting. So, hold on a second. Hey. Do you want to go outside? Hold on. I think he wants to go outside. Give me a second. Come here. Okay. Okay. He totally distracted me. Voice. That's what it was. Yeah, Saggies, you're definitely being encouraged to use your voice. And I would say actually to the point where, this is interesting, you almost might find it triggering if people are using their voice excessively with you, like more triggering than normal. More triggering than normal, because it's like you're feeling that nudge to use your voice more. Interesting. Sagittarius. Yeah, and again, if you aren't using your voice, if you are really struggling to be just really honest at this time, because I find like Saggies, like you guys are very honest, you're very blunt. But sometimes I feel like Saggies almost learn to like curb it to the point where like maybe almost curb it too much, you know? Anyway, coming back. Yeah, if you are really struggling to use your voice, even though you really, really want to, if someone's being very honest with you, it could be very triggering at this time because you're feeling that truth energy. You're feeling the frequency of truth, and it's like aggravating your truth to come out. Anyway, Sagittarius. Any messages or insights for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. What's going on for Saggy? Thought I felt Clyde behind me. But nope, he's outside. Can you guys see me okay? I'm like, I can't tell how much of a glare there is. Sagittarius. Let's see. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Not a bad card. This is Cappy. You could be a cusper, not necessarily, but Queen of Pentacles is grounded, centered, multitasking, focused on money, focused on work, focused on the balance of life. She's the queen that sits pretty. Yeah, it's light, but it's all right for me. I mean, I could always like, I know you guys like the colors, but I could always do that. Unless like you really, really like the colors. You're even clear through the glare. Oh, okay. All right. Then I'll leave it. All right. Tell me more for Sagittarius. Yeah, I feel like I can't even see my own face right now, so I trust you guys. All right. What else for Sagittarius? Ooh. Queen of Pentacles and Justice. Cardinals are showing up strong in your reading today. Is justice just innately happening, or is Sag having to do something? It's happening. Justice is just happening. Okay. Justice is just happening is how Spirit is giving it to me. It's like, as the Queen of Pentacles, again, she multitasks, sure, but she receives, right? She's a queen. She receives stability. She receives abundance. She receives prosperity. She sits pretty and receives. And you're receiving justice here. You're receiving balance. One more for Sagittarius. Like it's just coming to you. One more for Sagittarius. And I actually want to say the more still you are, the faster it's coming in. What's coming after justice for Sagittarius? Oh my. This pair has come out quite a bit today. Queen of Pentacles, Justice, and the King of Pentacles. There is balance and harmony being restored within your own being, between your masculine and your feminine. And I want to say, particularly when it comes to finances, prosperity, material security, and abundance, something is finally smoothing out in your life at this time. The light's acting up again. Hold on. Hold on. Just my tripod. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. I thought it was down. Yeah. Anyway, coming back here. Now, if this is about a relationship or a connection, something is finally being worked out between the two of you. Something is finally being ordered is what I'm getting between the two of you. But if you're this Queen of Pentacles, it's just happening. If you're the King of Pentacles, you probably are putting in some action to make that happen, okay? Because I keep getting the Queen is not moving. And I don't normally feel that with the Queen of Pentacles. I usually feel like some semblance of like movement and action. I don't feel that at all. I feel like the Queen's not moving for shit. It's like justice is coming to her because that's what she deserves right now. She or he, I'm just saying she because it's a queen. Now, again, if this is all your own energy, wait. Is the website down? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I'll check. I can check it right now. It shouldn't be down. Hold on. We'll continue in a minute, Sag. There's been a definite resonant message for me. Oh, yeah? Funny. Wait, why is this not turning on? Oh, that's right. My computer was freaking out. I forgot. Yeah, I can't check it right now. I forgot. My computer's all weird right now. Anyway, let's come back. Sorry, Sag. Let's continue. But yeah, if this is all your own energy, Sagittarius, it feels like you're finding a really nice balance between your own ability to provide security and stability for yourself and your ability to enjoy it. Okay? Okay. All right. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Look at the Queen of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Wow, balance all over the place, Sag. Look at that. The Six of Pentacles is my minor to the major Justice card, so it's great that you have both of those here. So this kind of balance that you're experiencing, and I want to say ease, actually, this balance and ease you're experiencing is happening on all levels, as above, so below. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Oh, Seven of Swords. You're mellowing out the seven. What? It's like you feel very magical right now, Sag. It's almost like you're effortlessly bringing order to your life. Like effortlessly. What is the Seven of Swords about? Why is the Seven of Swords here for Sag? Oh, it's coming back to communication. Four of Cups and the Eight of Wands. That's what the Seven of Swords is about. Avoidance. Sag, there's been something that you have avoided, and you're not avoiding it anymore. They're not being clear as to what it is. An Eight of Wands can imply it's about communication. Can also imply it's about making moves, but I'm feeling more communication. You've been avoiding something. And again, you're not avoiding it anymore. And since you're just deciding that you're not going to avoid it, it's restoring balance to your life. It's restoring balance to a relationship for some of you. It's restoring balance and peace to yourself. And I keep getting, once you stop avoiding, it's easy and effortless. It's easy and effortless. Tell me about justice. Let's see. Tell me about justice for Sagittarius. Tell me about justice for Sagittarius. For justice, we have the Three of Swords coming in here. Whatever you were avoiding, it was causing a lot of discomfort. And I actually want to say some heartache here. Knight of Wands, that's your court card. And the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. So Sag, actually similar to Capricorn. Capricorn was doing this compartmentalization thing, and I'm getting that with you. So what you were avoiding, you were having trouble reconciling duty, responsibility, diligence, and passion and fun and spontaneity. You were having trouble reconciling the two, and it almost feels like two forces that were like working against themselves inside of you. Now, this could also be, again, manifesting in a relationship. Or maybe one of you is more the Knight of Pentacles and the other one's more the Knight of Wands, and created a little bit of a clash energy, right? Where one person's like instinctual, primal, acts on a whim, goes for it, doesn't hold back, maybe doesn't overthink it too much. Where the Knight of Pentacles thinks about everything, looks at everything, examines everything, and moves very slowly and intentionally because they're trying not to fuck up, right? Very different energies. So whether that was transpiring between you and another person, or these were forces in yourself that you were really struggling to balance and operate in both and honor both, of like no longer avoiding the elephant in the room of the fact that those energies were clashing. It's like you're almost finding a way for those two energies to work together. And if this is a relationship, you're finding a way for both of you to work together. Nice. So I know the King of Pentacles, and then we'll move on to water. And I will say, Sag, like if this was happening between you and another person, whoever the King of Pentacles is, it feels like it's up to them to make it right, and the Queen is just receiving. Yeah, I keep getting the Queen is not supposed to be moving here. It keeps coming through like over and over and over again. Tell me about the King of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Tell me about the King of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Page of Wands, that's communication. That's communication. That's that's embracing the fire, right? Like if these two energies are at odds, the Pentacle and the fire. Pentacle and fire, trying to find a way to operate in both. Tell me about the King of Pentacles and the Page of Wands for Sagittarius. Oh, that's way too many. Ooh! Look who snuck in there. I don't think anyone saw the devil yet. I think you're the first. I think you're the first sign to get the devil. Interesting. Why is the devil here? Why is the devil here? That could be kind of fun, depending, right? Depending on circumstances. Devil can have its perks. Why is the devil here? Ooh. Nine of Wands. So again, if this is in a connection, this masculine energy, the King of Pentacles, it's up to them to figure out how to approach this Queen and make shit right, to get both of you on the same page here. Because again, it's like you're operating in very different ways. And if this is all your own energy, it's just about reconciling these two very different pieces of yourself. The part of you that wants to be responsible and not fuck up, and the other part of you that wants to be your wild, free Sagittarian self. Now, looking at the King of Pentacles, it's giving me what came up in Aries a little bit of a building of pressure with the Page of Wands and the Devil. And the Nine of Wands is like trying to hold it. It almost feels like trying to contain the fire instead of working with it. So again, that's the thing here, Sag. Allow the Pentacles and the fire to work together. Allow responsibility and fire and passion and fire and wildness to work together and take shape in your life. You don't have to sacrifice one for the other. You can operate in both. And if this is a relationship, I want to say this King of Pentacles has been pretty like pent up, I want to say, and trying to figure out how to operate accordingly in a way that is healthy, in a way that feels right, in a way that feels good. But again, it comes with embracing all of the energies at play, not trying to cherry pick and not trying to compartmentalize oneself here. The Nine of Wands is implying how hard this is on the King of Pentacles energy, which again, if it's you, it's just you trying to operate in the fire in the pentacle, in earth and in fire, okay? To give yourself balance and to give yourself order. But if you're a Queen of Pentacles and something has not been going right with a King of Pentacles, they got a lot of pent up stuff, and it does feel like fire. It does feel like passion. It feels like desire, but they're trying to do it ethically. They're trying to do it in the right way, in the respectful way. And I think they just need to figure out their own shit. And once they do, they can approach you, Queen of Pentacles, and you guys can get on the same page and have some harmony again. Okay? Wow. Very, very, very interesting readings today. All right. Last but not least is water. We're going to take just a smidgen of an intermission, just like a minute or two, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. I just need to give my crown a little bit of a break before we continue. Okay. Whew. Let's see here. Who are we on? Talking about the nodes. Let's see. Wix discontinue the forums. Groups are the new app. Basically a forum, just a new setup, but she hasn't activated those. Yeah, I like website work is coming up. I've needed some things to get settled first. Just like, you know, fun governmental nonsense end of the year stuff. You know, my favorite things in the world. I need to get that stuff settled before I can get into that. But that's on my list for sure. So I'm glad they replaced it with something. Yeah, because forums, like, it was a decent solution for what I wanted on the website for patrons. It wasn't perfect though. Crown breathing break, take y'all's poop break. Feeling pressure in my crown too. Yeah, there's a lot of energy in the space right now. There's a lot of energy in the space. So like, you know, we can like move around, we can breathe a little bit, ground a little bit. Look at the pretty sunlight. Take your time. How's the traveling going? Oh, I'm still where I've been since November. Which, you know, has turned, you know, it's been good for me. It has. It's definitely been unexpected, but I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. Yeah, it's kind of cool out here. Let's see. Just wanted to share the tattoo pics, but I can comment them on Patreon. Okay, yeah, do that. Let's see. I gotta check the video about yesterday. It was the weirdest birthday ever. Yeah, I feel like anyone who's had a birthday in the last couple weeks, it's gonna be a weird birthday. But it sounds like you're making the best of it. It seems peaceful. It's more peaceful now. It's more peaceful now. Patrons, you guys already know the crazy I've dealt with in the last couple of weeks. And I'm fine, and I found a solution that I'm happy with. It gives me anxiety, but I'm happy about it. But yeah, I'm taking things day by day right now. Let's see. Mine was Monday. It snowed. Ooh, snow. My birthday was strange as well, but still good. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Really bizarre window to have a birthday. Happy late B-Day. Let's see. Birthday high five. Yeah, happy solar returns to everyone who's having a birthday around this time of year. All right, I think we're ready to continue. I think we're ready to commence. All right, water signs. You ready to see what's up? Gonna settle in, light a new incense. Oh yeah, by all means. Water signs. What's going on with my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Oh, I was like, I thought I heard an animal in here. Didn't realize Clyde made it back inside. Okay. Water signs. What's going on for water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Interesting. Transits with climate. Riding the waves. Are we water signs? Is that what you're doing right now? That's how it feels. Feels like you're riding the waves. That's what transits really pretty much are, right? Transits is basically when a planet, well, moves, right? Starts to shifts into a new sign, enters a house of yours, starts working with a planet of yours, and then it changes things, right? It gives new energy to work with, and that's what's coming up here for you, water signs. 55, by the way. This card might as well say change instead of climate, but 55 showing up here. Fives can be significant. Water signs. Anything else for my water signs? Ooh. Ooh, is the wheel turning in your favor, water signs? We got Jupiter. Oh, and Descendant. Okay. Some of you guys could be a Capricorn rising or a Aqua rising. I mean, we like Jupiter, don't we? I would definitely check to see what Jupiter is doing in your houses, for sure, or if something's affecting your natal Jupiter at this time. But Descendant is the 7th house. Descendant is partnerships. Descendant, excuse me, is also like a mirror sometimes, is also how I see the Descendant, or even like the 7th house, but it has to do with relationships. And so Jupiter going into that kind of energy for you, something is definitely changing when it comes to your experiences of other people, and it does like it's more in the realm of blessing, but Jupiter is also an amplifier. So it could be amplifying what's already going on in your relationships just to make things more clear. And with transits, again, you're just riding the waves as you need to. Okay. All right. Let's get into some cards here. Let's go into Cancer. Let's see. Cancer. Let's go on for Cancer. Especially because we have the Jupiter card, Cancer. I'm very curious for you. Very curious. Cancer. What's going on for my Cancers? I'm getting like a little wave of excitement, like kind of little like butterflies. Clyde, please don't do that. No, no, no. I'm getting little butterflies, like little adrenaline in the belly. Little excitement. Cancer. Any messages or insights for Cancer? One more. What's going on for Cancer? Oh, okay. A little anxious, are we? I'm hearing gift. I am hearing gift, and they're showing me the gift card from the my, if I can hold it, my Kipper-Lenormand combination deck. 6 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. I don't know if you're getting a gift that you're having anxiety about receiving. Like some of you, that's the case. Some of you may be getting a Christmas present that like is maybe a little like generous even in your mind. That's fascinating. But I would say in a more broad sense, this is definitely some anxiety around interacting with someone, and it does like one person in particular. I feel like it's nerves though. I feel like someone makes you nervous, or you make someone nervous. It's kind of cute actually. But the nerves are putting someone way in their head about it, like overthinking about the exchange, overthinking about, this is kind of, okay, Cancer, this is getting kind of cute. Whether it's a gift moment or just, ooh, I get to see Cancer. What am I going to say? How am I going to approach this? Is this the right way? Is that the right way? Is that the wrong way? Like there's overthinking about giving a gift or what someone should say or how an interaction should go. It's kind of adorable. But yeah, someone's really in their head about it. Okay. Cancer, you might have made a gift for somebody or someone might have made one for you. I keep getting gift. It's very specific. Got Big Daddy on the board. 3 of Cups at the bottom as well. Yeah, so Cancer, this is just feeling like, oh. Interesting. The bottom of the deck is really fascinating. Before I get there, because I'm getting too excited. Hey, buddy, I know, I feel you. Are you bored? Is that what's going on? I see you. I think he's getting bored because I'm not giving him attention. 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, and the Emperor. this gift exchange or this just approach to exchange energy, again, is really making someone very nervous, and they're overthinking how it should go and if it's the right thing, etc. And it's, hey. No. Please don't do that. Please. And it's with an Emperor energy, which is also why it's kind of adorable, because I feel like the Emperor is really nervous. You could be the Emperor, someone else could be the Emperor, but the Emperor is really nervous about this. And that's adorable because an Emperor is like an Emperor. It's like, what do they have to be nervous about? But the bottom of the deck, Three of Cups, the Devil, the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Cups. There's other reasons for this Emperor to be nervous, Cancer. And it has to do with past action, okay? With the Five of Cups being here. But the Three of Cups and the Devil, there is this like, there's an awareness of bad behavior or unhealthy behavior or unhealthy fixation. Could even just be really strong desire, right? To have fun, to interact with you. It almost gives me the feeling, Cancer, like this person really feels a lot for you, or they're really hooked on you, right? So be careful with that energy. But I am getting something too about like, maybe the way they've come off to you in the past has been kind of not like right. I don't know how else to say it. Like, you know, sometimes when someone gets nervous, they say things they would never say. They do things they would never do. They illustrate body language that's not natural to them. That's also kind of what I'm getting to. Like, I feel like there hasn't been a great impression. Hasn't been a great impression of this person or a great impression of you. Take it as you will, right? But that's what I'm getting. And the Devil and the Three of Cups, again, that can be party energy, right? An Ace of Swords to the Five of Cups is regret over that kind of energy, or overindulgent energy, or overly passionate, immature energy. So take it as you will. That's an interesting spread for the bottom of the deck. All right, let's look at Six of Pentacles. Let's see the exchange. Let's see the exchange, potential gift giving. Talk about the Six of Pentacles for Cancer. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, King of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the Hanged Man. So again, the Hanged Man, I feel like, is part of this nervous energy and some of that like Five of Cups, Devil, Three of Cups energy that we saw. Like, hold on a second. Clyde? Oh, I don't even know if you guys can see him. Can you see him? Oh, no, I don't think you can. Hold on, let me go this way. Can you? No, you can't see him. He's being adorable right now. He's all up in my art bag. Like all up in there, excavating. Anyway, sorry. Let's come back to the Six of Pentacles. So this exchange, we have King of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. This is a lot of communication, a lot of talking. I feel like you are actually the King of Pentacles here. But then the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. It's like something about this is feeling kind of like delayed. Something about this is feeling kind of like, I'm too nervous to do it. I'm too nervous to do it. I don't know if I should do it. I kind of want to do it, but is this the right way? It's the overthinking that's getting in the way here. I feel a gift super strong. Like super strong. Talking about the Nine of Swords. Six of Swords. So again, it just feels like someone gave a really wrong impression, or they just had trouble being themselves, and they just want to make sure things are okay. They want to open things up with you. I want to say they want to show you who they really are, right? So again, this could be you. Take it as you will. Talking about the Nine of Swords and the Six of Swords. Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? Why is the Hierophant here, Spirit? Why is the Hierophant here for Cancer? I'm getting, yeah, again, I keep getting something about the way they came off. With the Hierophant, I don't normally get what I'm getting right now. With the Hierophant, I'm getting like a responsibility, or like an image or reputation. I don't normally feel that with Hierophant, but Hierophant can be someone who's like a pillar of the community. It could be someone who offers counsel. It's somebody who you go to them because they have a certain code, they have a certain ethics, they have a certain way of being, and it's usually something that is guided by some sort of moral compass, right? So I'm getting some sort of reputation energy here tied to this Emperor, and it's like they just want to move past the image with you, like the image that they gave off, the image that they were holding. They want to move past that with you. again, they want to show you who they really are, but they're really nervous about it. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords here and what's under the Hierophant. Who's this Emperor really? Oh, Nine of Wands. Yeah, this is kind of hard. This is hard for them. That Hierophant energy, it is a little bit of a like a representative, but it's also, it's a part of their identity. It is. Even though there's a lot more to them than that, the Nine of Wands tells me that they do carry a Hierophant energy or image because it makes them feel secure. It's like a security blanket to have that kind of image or reputation. What else is under the Hierophant here? What's under, what's like, tell me the core of this person. Show me the core of this person. Show me the core of this person. Wow. Wow, Cancer. So High Priestess is coming out here. We have the High Priest and the High Priestess. I'm just saying. I think they hold you in high regard, but High Priestess is also highlighting a mask. Like, what is hiding underneath? What's the secret here? Oh, Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. They're just all ooey gooey deep down inside. This is an Emperor Hierophant, but deep down, Six of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. Deep down, they feel a lot. I want to say deep down, they're really sensitive. Hold on a second. Oh. Clyde, stop. No. He brought out all my tattoo stuff. They're super soft inside. They're very sensitive inside. And they feel a lot. They've got a very sensitive heart. But the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, this is kind of classic. They're afraid of rejection. They are afraid of being rejected for their sensitivity, for their softness. But that's the part they want to show you. They're just really scared to show it to you. They're trying to figure out how to show this to you. The Five of Pentacles with the Six of Cups as well can create this feeling of like, how do I want to say? Buddy? What? Huh? Sorry, he's trying to get my attention so hard. Five of Pentacles can be like a value energy, like a self-worth energy, which is why sometimes it can feel like you're out on your own, you're out in the cold, you're in a rut, you're in scarcity mindset. So that while this person is very sensitive and they feel a lot for you, they feel a little insecure. Clyde's giving you the words. Oh, he's very talkative. He's very, very chatty. He's very chatty. They do feel a little insecure. And I want to say they have so much respect for you. They may be putting you up on a pedestal just a little bit. Just a little bit. But they want to show you this side of them. They want to show you this side of them. And I think that's kind of adorable. Tell me about the Emperor for Cancer. Tell me about the Emperor for Cancer. Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter showing up. Tell me about the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. Some kind of offer of some kind. So again, giving a gift. This person wants to give you a gift, Cancer. I know it sounds very specific, but they do. Like, they do. They want to give you something. Like a token of their appreciation. 411 on the computer. The computer just came alive for no reason. A token of their affection. A token of their respect for you. And it's interesting because I think it does come off kind of platonic. Which, nothing wrong with that. They can feel a lot for you and still want to show you their, like, ooey gooey soft side, right? But while it's coming off as, like, I respect you, I care about you, I look up to you, you deserve this, I want to give this to you, this is an extension of who I am, so I'm showing you who I am. It wouldn't shock me if there's also some romantic tones to this, Cancer. Four of Cups, they still don't know how to do it. One more on the Emperor. Interesting. Now I'm hearing, is it enough? Is it enough for Cancer? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. So Cancer, we'll see if they follow through with this. They're in their head. They want to show you this side, but there's a reason they don't show that side a lot to people. They don't want to get hurt. They want to give you this token of affection and respect, but I also feel like it's just the like it's just the beginning phase of something else, to be honest. Again, I wouldn't be shocked if this is actually leaning into romance, but they want to start here first. Especially if you're like not like with this person, right? If this is just an acquaintance or what have you, or a colleague. Some of you guys work with this person. And at the same time, there's this question too of what's enough. Am I enough for Cancer? Is this enough for Cancer? Should I go bigger? Should I go more? It's like value and worth is a thing with this person that they are working through. Oh, okay, Cancer. Now keep in mind, this could have all been your energy too. Moving on to Scorpio. Clyde, where are you? Come here. Come here. I'm not going over there. Come here. Hey, you're okay. You're okay. Oh. He wants to play so badly. I'm almost done. Just see the look he just gave me. All right. Scorpio. Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpio? Hold on a second. Just being a girl for a moment. So I've been trying these new hair products for like, I don't know, where are we? Like a little over a month now. I'm liking it, but I don't know. I feel like I'm having a weird hair day. All right. Scorpio. Any messages or insights for Scorpio? It looks hydrated. Oh, and like it feels very, like this part feels so dry. I have had my head covered though for a couple of days now. It's adjusting. My hair's adjusting. Scorpio. Let's see. Staying here, laying here curled up and sleeping sweetly. Oh, nice. Scorpio, what's going on for my Scorpios? Any messages or insights for Scorpio? Scorpio, I'm feeling extremes with you right now. Some of you I'm getting extreme hermit, and some of you I'm getting extreme like social butterfly right now. Oh, you like how it's grown out? I don't know if it's actually grown out that much. My hair is, well, you know how curly hair is. It kind of does what it wants. Like, you know what I mean? Like you could wash it, you could style it, and because like my hair is like coily, depending on like the product in it and also just like how it's behaving, it could look really short or really long. Yeah, I don't think it's grown out too much, but I don't know. Anyway, enough about hair. Scorpio. Messages or insights for Scorpio at this time. Scorpio's highest good. Okay. Scorpio. I am hearing the word avoid. You could be avoiding someone. That's like a person. Ew, interesting. I say avoid and you get the Two of Swords with the Fool. Two of Swords is not normally an avoidance card, but that's what I'm feeling here with you, Scorpio. You're not normally one to avoid unless it's like you're done with someone or something, and even then, you kind of burn the bridge and let it be burnt, right? But the Two of Swords, something you're not seeing, and I do want to say there's some avoidance in there, and then you move into the Fool. What's coming after the Fool for Scorpio? Now remember, especially if I got some new people here, any reading you watch can pertain to you or someone in your field. It doesn't have to be your energy. Eee, Scorpio. Two of Swords, the Fool, and the Seven of Swords. Five of Swords energy is floating around in here heavy. Yikes. All right, let's just dive in. Let's dive in. Let's look at this Two of Swords energy. What is it that you're not looking at? Oh my God, everyone's getting this card today. Nine of Swords. Wow, I did not expect that. It's funny because I think I said you might be avoiding somebody. Nine of Swords, the Lovers, and the Knight of Cups. Clarifying the Two of Swords. So Two of Swords, in this case, it does feel like avoidant or not looking at something directly. But Two of Swords can also be like trying to make a decision here, okay? Nine of Swords, the Lovers, and the Knight of Cups. I feel like a part of you is really wanting to take action on something with someone, Scorpio, but you're not sure you should. It's like I keep getting this, like, again, those extremes, like extreme withdrawal or extreme, like, fuck, let's go for it. It's like, it's hitting the gas or it's hitting the brake. No. It's hitting the gas or it's hitting reverse. That's what this is feeling like. You're either putting the car in reverse or you're hitting the gas and going forward, and you're just not sure. Keep in mind, this could be someone else. Yeah, this feels like a big risk for you. Hitting the gas is a risk. Withdrawal, you know, will give you safety. But is withdrawing just avoidance? Bubby? What? He knows what he's doing, man. He's a smart cat. I try to pick him up and he bolts, and then he just stares and meows at me some more to try to get me to chase him. Anyway, let's look at the Fool. Let's look at the Fool. Clyde, I'm working, Bubby. Clyde is telling it like it is. Yeah. Tell me about the Fool for Scorpio. Tell me about the Fool for Scorpio. Tell me about this risk for Scorpio. Oh, man. Scorpio, this looks tough. Three of Swords. You got a lot of swords here, Scorpio. Two of Swords, Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, Three of Swords. Which means you also have Five of Swords, Ace of Swords, Four of Swords, and Six of Swords. You basically almost have the whole sword suit here. So you're really in your head about this. You're really in your head about this. But your heart, I think that's what it is, Scorpio. Your heart is telling you to act on something, and the rest of you is like, I don't think so. like, I think if I jump off that cliff, I'm just gonna jump and die. It's basically where your mind is at. Oh. Yeah, interesting. We have Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups here. Hey. I see you. No. It's like having a child, I swear. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups on the bottom, you want to hold on to your dignity. It's almost like you feel like if you follow your heart and you leap, you're gonna lose your dignity. It's almost how that's feeling. Oh, so I got the Fool and the Three of Swords for Scorpio. God, Hierophant, just in everyone's freaking reading. Man, the tension is so intense, Scorpio. No wonder you're at extremes about this. I feel like either way, things can't stay the same. Okay? You either you need to withdraw and it reverse real quick, or you do need to gun it. Like, you can't stay at the same speed you're at. You can't stay at the same intersection. You can't stay on the same street. You can't. That's what I'm getting with the Hierophant and the Three of Swords. Where you're at in this whole situation, it's actually become too uncomfortable, and I want to say not sustainable, and maybe even painful for some of you. Maybe even painful. And so you're like, I need to do something. You just don't know what gear you're gonna go into yet. One more on the Fool, the Three of Swords and the Hierophant. I want to say this is some sort of like contract or obligation you've been tied up into. It could be a relationship, okay? It could be a contract that involves a person, right? And that can be anything, but it is some sort of obligation. It's some sort of contract you've been tied up into, and whatever state it's been in, it feels very constricting. It also feels like, again, it's become kind of suffocating or unstable, not sustainable, painful for some of you. And you know it's time to shift. You just don't know which way you're going to shift it. One more on the Fool with the Three of Swords and the Hierophant. Oh, Jesus. You just keep going back and forth. Am I going to fall off the cliff and die? Or am I going to go to heaven and go to my happy place? Oh, Scorpio. Now, your situation, your unique situation is unique to you. I can't tell you what to do, Scorpio. I'm just here delivering the messages. No matter what, it's a risk. But you know it can't stay the same. You may get the 10 of Cups. You may get the 3 of Swords. It's all, to be honest, I feel like it's already the 3 of Swords. To be honest with you, that's how uncomfortable this feels. But you just want to be happy. Your heart is telling you to take action in some way. So let's look at that before we look at the 7 of Swords. Tell me about the Knight of Cups for Scorpio. 6 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like your heart, I want to say intuition, but it's more your heart than intuition, is telling you that you can be happy. You can be happy if you take action and you do something or you say something. This feels like the gunning it on the gas, okay? But that's not a guarantee, but it's what your heart is telling you. Let's look at the 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords for Scorpio. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. Whatever this is, it involves some sort of agreement, some sort of obligation, something you're tied up into. And some of you, it does involve at least one person, maybe even more than that, like allies. I'm going to say allies. But with the Lovers and the Knight of Cups, could be someone where there's feelings, okay? Oh, God. The Devil. Yeah, it can't stay this way. Whatever you're involved in right now, the way it is not healthy. Tell me about the Devil and the 3 of Pentacles. And then we have Temperance, but it can be made healthy if it changes. If it changes. Yeah, Spirit is being pretty clear that it can go either way depending on your situation and how you go about it. But it can't stay the same. Tell me about the fears here of the 9 of Swords. Tell me about the 9 of Swords for Scorpio. Tell me about the 9 of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. That's the shift. That's the change. So Scorpio, you got to do what's best for you. I can't tell you what to do here. I'm just giving you your options, okay? But if they can't stay the same, if you withdraw or you just remove yourself or take space or whatever, you'll know that you may feel safe, momentarily, but is that actually going to change anything? Will that actually change anything? Or are you just delaying the inevitable? Maybe that's what we're getting to, Scorpio. Are you just delaying the leap by withdrawing? Do you need to just jump anyway and just see what happens? Do what you do, okay? But you want to change this situation because it's not right the way it is for whatever reason. And that just might mean just having a conversation, a very honest conversation from the heart. But I can feel it, Scorpio, even though we don't have a lot of cups out here. Your emotions are wrapped up in this. This is not a superficial thing to you. Because if it was, you wouldn't have any trouble making the leap, okay? If your emotions were not involved, you would not have any trouble just trying and see what the fuck's gonna happen. But you care. You care a lot more than you want to care. Oh, there it is. Yeah. You care a lot more about this than you want to. You want this to work out more than you want to even admit to maybe even other people. Yeah, so I guess that's the question. If you hit reverse, in the long run, does that change anything? And are you going to have to go forward anyway? Hey. Jumping on my computer. Not cool. All right. Good luck, Scorpio. Oh, I don't know. Ugh. Pisces. Bubby, what? Come here. I'm not going over there. I'm not doing it. All right. Let's see. All right, Pisces. Last but not least, Clyde is too precious to us. He can get away with anything. He's jumped on my computer so much, I swear. Like, I wonder if that's partly why my computer has been freaking out lately. Oh God, I really hope I don't have to get a new computer soon. That's just like one more thing. Just one more freaking thing. Anyway, Pisces. Pisces. What's going on for Pisces? The Clyde still looks out for us. He knows what he's doing. Oh, I know. He does. He totally does. All right, Pisces. What's happening, Pisces? It might need some internal cleaning since you have a cat. I mean, I've had it a long time. That computer, I will say, I think of all the computers, like laptops I've ever had, this has lasted the longest. Like, what, it's 2025? I've had this computer for almost 7 years. That's a while. And I am not easy on my electronics. And not even because I'm like intentionally rough. You see me with technology. It just, hey, stop. We just have that kind of relationship. Pisces, what's going on for my fishies? What's going on for Pisceans at this time? Pisces. I'm getting candy. I'm getting something about candy. Maybe you're indulging in your favorite like childhood candy, or you're going to the movies. Like, I'm just getting a lot of candy eating. Granted, it is the holidays. You know, that does happen. But I'm getting like candy. I'm not getting like holiday chocolate. I'm getting like Sour Belts and Jolly Ranchers, like things like that. Let's see, Pisces. Oh, okay, take care. Good to see you. Let's see. All right, Pisces, we're starting off with the Two of Pentacles for you. Okay. Okay, not mad about that for you. What else is going on here for Pisces? Oh, King of Swords. So this is decision making. It's not about balance, it's about decision making. Seems to be a theme here for the water signs this week. Oh. They're not being detailed yet about your decision-making process. This might be a very clear, cut and dry reading, Pisces. Six of Swords. All right. So whatever you're needing to make a decision about right now, you are needing to take a very mature approach, okay? A very adult kind of decision is almost what this is feeling like, or a very adult approach. And it's interesting because even though, you know, you are a Pisces, I don't think you're accounting for emotions in this. It's feeling very black and white kind of thinking, actually, and that might be your best course of action. But whatever you are needing to make this very adult-like approach decision or decision about, it is to create more peace in your life. It's to make something easier. I feel like this is like the approach that you have is not your normal baseline. You're approaching this decision differently. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Wow, fours. Fours are coming through. Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. Fours can be significant. Yeah, you're really taking your time with this. You're not making this decision quickly. You're not making this decision impulsively. You know you need to take your time, and you're taking your time. One more on the Two of Pentacles. Oh, God, another card that's coming out for everybody. Seven of Swords. You want to see this clearly. And maybe that's the thing too, Pisces. I think this is why you're taking your emotions out of it, because you start with the Four of Cups and then you go into the Four of Swords, where it's almost like, well, I can sit here with my feelings are only telling me one side of the story. And then you go up into the mind. Four of Swords and the King of Swords. You want to see things clearly. You don't want your emotions to mucky the waters, so to speak, which I feel like emotions can be a good compass sometimes, but in this situation, it's almost like you think it's just going to cloud your judgment. What is Pisces making a decision about? What is the decision about? Might be different for all of you. It's feeling like a pivot. You're trying to pivot something? Oh. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords to the King of Swords. So it could be about a relationship, obviously. It doesn't have to be. Queen of Swords, I'm getting that owl energy that's been going around in the collective. Still being very vague, Spirit. What is Pisces trying to make a decision about? Yeah, you're like, you're trying really hard to take your emotions out of it. Queen of Swords and the Five of Cups. So Pisces, I'm gathering that something has happened that has been disappointing. All right. Something has happened in an unexpected way and you're like, damn it. Time to pivot. Time to pivot. Some of you, it's actually a whole abandoned ship kind of a situation that's coming through too. Like if you should abandon ship or just try to like rework whatever it is you got going on that's left over. But the Five of Cups with the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, again, it could be a relationship has shown you some things that have been very disappointing and now you're trying to figure out how to handle it and how to deal with it. But yeah, I'm getting a pivot. You're needing to pivot. I don't think you thought you'd find yourself in this position. That Five of Cups feels really strong. Tell me about the Five of Cups here. And again, it's like you're trying to take your emotions out of it. You're like, Five of Cups, Four of Cups, I can't have that right now. I can't have this in my decision-making process right now. I need to see clearly. I need to think clearly. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So Pisces, I think you are right about your emotions here. Seven of Cups and the Moon. That's a lot of illusion. That is a lot of cloudiness from your emotions. Five of Cups and the Seven of Cups, there is a Two of Cups energy here. So I do think there is a relationship that's tied to this for you. It's kind of big for everybody right now in the collective. But yeah, you're not seeing clearly because of how emotionally impacted you are by an unexpected turn of events. So you're taking the emotions out of it. You're learning to. Some of you, this is a new thing for you where you're learning to detach and you haven't been able to do that before. Okay. Let's look at the Four of Swords. So I got the Four of Swords for Pisces. Oh shit, sun's going down. Time goes fast when you're on here for 4 hours. So I got the Four of Swords for Pisces. Six of Cups. More waters, more emotions. But this is also highlighting some soul connections as well. So Pisces, I'm gathering whoever is involved in this with you, this disappointment, this unexpected turn of events, you probably care about them deeply, but it's almost like, you know, that's almost like your Achilles heel or something. It just clouds your judgment and you don't want to have clouded judgment anymore. Talking about the King of Swords for Pisces. So moving on to this individual right here, talking about the King of Swords here. Yeah, thank you. I feel like this is all your energy, actually. Because here you are as the Queen of Swords, realizing I need to separate my emotions from truth. It's like, so I make the right judgment call. This is you utilizing that truth for your own peace of mind. So I have the King of Swords for Pisces. Spirit is just hammering the point home over and over and over again. Ace of Swords. So again, you wielding the truth and the clarity, untainted by your emotions about this. Tell me about the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords for Pisces. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune being here for Pisces. Oh, geez. Three of Wands, moving on. Yeah, Pisces, it's the same point over and over and over again. Some of you, this is the first time you've learned to detach and separate your emotions from your intellect in order to make the best decision for you, okay? But with the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, it does feel like you are able to put something behind you and move on and move ahead and look forward to new things, okay? And it does kind of feel like some of you guys are leaving a relationship behind, leaving a person behind. Tell me one more, please, for the King of Swords. One more for the King of Swords for Pisces. Yeah, the Star. I like that. Healing. The Star can be healing energy. It can be enlightenment. It could be wish fulfillment. It's also hope. It's also hope. So Pisces, whatever disappointing turn of events that have taken place here or are about to take place, while it makes you feel a lot and maybe even might drown you in your emotions for a little bit, you're going to realize very quickly to recenter yourself and to get a hold of yourself and to do what's in your best interest. You do kind of have to compartmentalize, which is interesting because other signs today have been compartmentalizing and it actually hasn't been in their best interest. For you, I think it is. For you, it is to see clearly of like what's available for you, what is for you, what's not for you, and to look forward with hope and to put something behind you that doesn't serve you anymore anyway, or isn't for you anyway. Talk about the Six of Swords for Pisces. Yeah, look at that. Six of Swords and the Page of Wands. So looking ahead and then actually moving ahead. Moving forward. And with the Page of Wands, that's excitement, that's play, that's curiosity, that's inspired energy for fun. Tell me more about the Six of Swords and the Page of Wands for Pisces. Again, this hair font is everywhere. Why is the hair font here for Pisces? Yeah, I was going to say, I think you're moving away from the hair font. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you're prioritizing you're prioritizing new energy, you're prioritizing fun, inspiration, play, and you're moving away from anything that's been holding you in a certain position that's been actually just making you sad and unhappy, that's been disappointing, that's been lacking, and you're realizing there's a lot more for you away from what has been so disappointing and also away from anything that you've realized is actually not for you anyway. Okay? I feel like you definitely are moving away from the hair font, which for some of you could have been a relationship, a commitment, something you've been obligated to, tied to, or even like strongly held beliefs that have actually been exasperating your sadness over things not working out a certain way. Like, this is for me, this should be for me, isn't it for me? And it's like not allowing yourself to see otherwise has been making you even more unhappy. And you'll know if that applies for you in your situation. Yeah. This Pisces reading is on it. Good. Good. I see you moving on to better things. You're moving towards the Star. Can't be mad at that, right? Yeah, look at that. Eight of Wands at the bottom. Yeah, you just got to, whoa. Yeah, you just got to let go, Pisces. Whoa. Interesting. You just got to let go. Let go, move on. Leave the past in the past, okay? All right, you guys, we are complete. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised I kept it under 4 hours today, considering I did all the signs and a collective reading, and we chatted a little bit in the beginning. But I do got to go before I lose the rest of my little bit of daylight, which is probably going to last like 20 minutes. I know, and I got a cat that really wants my attention right now. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting the channel all these years. And for the super chats, don't forget to check out Patreon and the website and all that stuff. And have a really great weekend and enjoy the rest of these days of the chamber to the best of your ability, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to go. Love you. Bye. Take care. No, I got you.